for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready to rumble!
You want to do that again?
This is Man.
This is Rich.
And this is the Manwich
Show.
Thank you guys for watching, whoever attending. If you would like to call in, the number is 414-888-6733. Repeat, 414-888-6733.
And rinse.
Yeah, what's up, man? How your weekend going so far, man?
Wow. I put out some content about that Illuminati card game.
Okay.
Did you watch any of it?
What is it about now?
Well, in 1994, this guy made a card game. Okay. And he called it the Illuminati card game. And the thing about it is, some of the cards have come to prediction, because some of the cards have come to be, like the Twin Towers and the Pentagon and Donald Trump and Barack Obama.
No.
Yeah, and Alex Jones.
No.
And the guy from WikiLeaks. And the COVID virus, COVID-19.
No.
Yeah.
On the cards.
On the cards,
No,
man.
man.
Oh, dude.
How long the clip was? The video?
I did 3 of them. The longest was like 40 minutes because it showed all the cards.
Okay.
And the other one was kind of like just the ones that, like, the main ones recently that have been predicted. You gotta remember, that was in 1994. That's almost 30 years ago.
That's deep, man. Damn.
Well,
It is 30 years ago, and they predict all that, huh?
yes, sir.
That's deep, man. We're waiting for the convict calls, too, you guys.
We're waiting for Richie the Third to call. No.
Yeah, man. Richie the Third. He is Richie the Third, ain't he? Sure is. Damn. 3 of y'all.
All right, that's TMI. So,
Yeah.
dude, I forgot to put on my hat. My hat.
Put it on, white fans, man. It's pretty cool.
Nah, man, we gotta
It's pretty
wait.
cool, man. I got a video to show too, man. You know, because
Well,
I'm a very big fan of Charles Dwight. You know, now I'm saying that everything he say is, you know, I agree with. You know, like the disrespect and downgrading the different ethnicities.
The Chinese people.
No, I'm not. You know, I'm not a big fan of that. But you know, it's what he do that I'm a fan of. You know.
Did you? Okay, where's the video at? On YouTube?
Yeah, go to YouTube. Go to Charles Dwight dissing China Mac and T.I. and Boosie.
Dissing Boosie.
Boosie
Not
bad
the
ass.
Boosie.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, you know, like the disrespect or, you know, but you know, it's like you got freedom of speech, and if people allow them to get to them, you know, I mean that, you know, words hurt, you know.
When was this? When did he do this?
Oh man, he do a video like every other day, man.
Yeah, but like when? Like I see stuff that's like 2 weeks old.
Go to a recent one then.
He's on several different platforms.
Yeah, go to the one that he dissing China Mac and Boosie and T.I.
China Mac and Johnny Dang.
Not them. That's we did that last week. The one he dissing China Mac, Boosie and T.I. All they, you know, they names on the same excerpt.
Which one of these is it?
Let me see. top one. The top should be the recent one if you go to the top.
No, that's a year ago.
Nope, go to the recent one then.
It's 12 days ago. Charleston White goes on racist rant against China Mac.
Not that one. Keep going. I'm going to show you to you when you get it.
Charleston White says China put a fake sun in the sky and says, oh, F the aliens. Dude, that's crazy.
You don't see China, right? That's the one. Charleston White, this Boosie and T.I. You might got to type that in.
Boosie and T.I.?
T.I. and China Mac. That's what you might got to type in. That's it right there. That's the one, the first one.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Boy and girl. What all we want to pull out this goddamn? This motherfucking goop just talking. Nigga, I'm a whole goddamn army by my motherfucking self. You fucking gook. I ain't never liked nothing ease. Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Lebanese. No knees. No knees. No knees. I don't like y'all food. I don't like the way y'all write y'all language, y'all letters. I don't like nothing. I hate the way your head, God made you round heads. I hate everything about y'all. I swear to God. I never ate Chinese food.
What?
I done took some Chinese pussy before. I done went to the Asian massage parlor. Only for us to go back and rob it. And I ain't gonna tell you when we done it. But yeah, we went in there and bought pussy. Just to see was any men in there. And there were women in there. And we robbed that motherfucker. So we got free pussy. So I say we took the pussy with the money. So, China Mac ain't no chump. He a chump to a nigga. He didn't go to jail for doing a motherfucking thing to a nigga. He did something to his people. He ain't never done nothing to a nigga. But ride our dick. Listen to our music. Yeah, China Mac. China Mac is a China Mac. The pussy to me. Yeah, China Mac a pussy to me. Matter of fact, I think all Chinese are pussies to me. They got small dicks. They women don't know what a big dick plunging in them like. So if you got a small dick, that's why it ain't no heavyweight champion Chinese people. That's why the Chinese boy can't jump from the free throw line. Yeah. That's why Pacquiao couldn't whoop Mayweather. Nigga gotta have a big dick to have power. Little dick motherfucker ain't got no goddamn power. So just tell China Mac, whatever problems you think you gonna do to me, my nigga, I swear to God, you're gonna die. I swear to God, you're gonna die fucking with me. So you just better stay online, because if you come to my comedy show, I don't know which one of you go do it. But I know between this long motherfucker and this motherfucker and then my other mace gun, your ass in trouble, boy. So show up with your bad ass. I dare you. Show up with your bad ass. You and any other bad motherfucker think y'all gonna do something. Come on. One thing I know, most of you guys are old. You've already been to Rockers Island. You've already done a stint in Sing Sing. You ain't trying to go back. Because I heard when you was in jail, you had to rap for the niggas. Instead of them fucking you, they had a Chinese boy rapping. Jimmy Chong Soo, fuck the nigga boo. Yeah, I'll just say you a nigga with your Jimmy Chong Soo raps, your suicide rap. Oh, they say you a nigga when you was in jail rapping for the niggas. Rapping to keep that dick out your back, I see, huh? And they say you learn to be good at it, because if you couldn't rap, they would go fuck you. So you learn how to rap good in jail with the niggas, huh? Nigga. Hey, my nigga. Yeah. You better keep rapping with the niggas and leave an ignorant nigga alone. I hate you. I'm a hateful-hearted, racist nigga. And I'm for my people. Niggas. I don't represent black people. So you right. This ain't no black and Chinese. This is nigga versus Chinese, nigga. And I got a bunch of niggas riding with me. Even some New York niggas. All over New York. And guess what? April 30th, I'll be in New York. Guess what? April 28th and 29th, go down to Times Square. I bet you see me up there. I bet you see me on the billboard in Times Square. Motherfucker, can you buy that? Yeah. 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 I didn't come in to be like, nigga. I didn't come in trying to get embraced by white folks. Nigga, man, no, rapping your language.
Hey, what is he? What does Charleston White do? Is he a comedian? You got talking to Mike.
Okay, he a comedian. He against crime, violence, gang bangers,
Dude, you know,
rappers.
He used to be a former gang member, right?
Yeah, Crip. Yeah.
Hey, well, I take it he got arrested for a murder and he was found not guilty.
Nope, he was found guilty. He ain't do it, but it's like one of his friends did it, and he went to the juvenile detention. And, he had to sit for some years, but he was running at the juvenile detention. He was like a leader in there, but they turned him to who he is right now.
Who did? The Chinese?
No, the people in there. They turned him who he is right now with the psychological, method that they was creating by all they, logistics. How they put things in their way and not the way that a human being. So they trying to change the mind, to renew his mind. But all the time they created
like a genius kind of.
Yeah, they
he's kind of
genius.
I said this to somebody. I said that he I assume he has a high IQ.
Mm-hmm. He know how to get the viewers' attention.
I assume he has a high IQ, and if I say he talks with Ebonics, what does that mean, right? So he has a high IQ. That's my opinion, that he does have a high IQ. Mm-hmm. He can articulate himself.
Mm-hmm. But the other thing, he against all of the negativity and all the people black on black violence and everything. They killing each other.
So listen, is he on Netflix? He said he's a comedian. So
he got comedian shows and everything. He doing shows all around the world right now. And he selling out. That's the thing. He very funny though. Like he really is funny. So right now he in character. But the real him, he don't talk about like real issues ahead, at hand that people don't discuss. He attacking people like the rappers and the gangbangers that other people scared to attack, like the Black Lives Matter and the Black Hebrew Israelites. They ain't attacking all them. They ain't really using the muscle they have. They just talkers. But he really like on them. They taking down like churches and everything. That's another story. But he really after all the people that people be praising, and they don't need to be praising them because they got young kids creating these acts of violence that terrorizing the community. And he's saying, what you want to be an engineer? Do something different than just rapping. Do something different than help the community. Everybody have a voice, but they ain't doing nothing for the community. That's basically he on. So he did it the right way. He was doing it the right way with positivity, going to the city hall, city council, and telling them, man, we need to do this, take care of the streets, let's get these off the streets. So he said, you know what, I'm going to take it to my own hands now. And he one-man army.
But he has to obviously know that this Chinese dude isn't going to show up. I hate to be disrespectful. I don't listen to the crap. So
we got to listen to China Mac too. We just can't listen to Charleston White. We got to see what he's saying now.
Oh, I'm saying like the music. I don't listen, But obviously,
not the music.
This person, I know, but this person obviously is not going to show up to his show. That would be
he's saying him because it's a dude named Matt Hoffer.
Who's that?
This another. He was a battle rapper, but young lady accused him of
sexual assault.
Yeah, she accused him of it, and Charleston White got on him, instead of, you know, pleading to the victim or saying his remorse or taking accountability, he on on Charleston White, or what he said out of his mouth. He said, "Fuck you, your daughter, and everything else," right? But he didn't know he had kids. He was just talking. But everyone was saying, "How you gonna talk about?" That's when China Mike came in. How you gonna talk about his kids? How you gonna do this and all this? He was on. This how China Mike got in. He got in by criticizing Charleston White about talking about Matt Hoffman kids, his daughters, but he never knew he had kids. He never knew he had a daughter. So when he said, "You know what? You had something to say about me saying something about China Mac, so fuck them agents." So now he's saying, so China Mac, he embraced the black culture, you know?
Yeah.
And when he starts saying things about the agents, now he's saying, "Well, you talking about my peoples?" So he getting a lot of, you know, feedback on that now. So he indecisive what he want to do right now. So he just getting people on his bandwagon because what Charleston White said. So first he was like an Asian, like Chino. We grew up with Chino. We call him hood. I don't see that you want to be black. I think that hood in you, you know? So what he's saying is nigga, you know? So that's why they beefing, you know, all them beefing.
All right, you ready to go back to it?
Yeah, go back, man. Let's go, man.
Rap in your language, punk. We hate you, motherfucker. We hate your kind. We hate your people. As a matter of fact, I'm going to a Chinese store today and I'm gonna steal a piece of candy out that motherfucker. It's stale and outdated anyway. Yeah, it's stale and outdated anyway. So what the fuck they worried about our babies stealing that stale ass candy for with that outdated shit? We need to be robbing you motherfuckers, nigga. Robbing, kidnapping, and holding you bitches for ransom if I had it my way. But they got a bill on you motherfuckers.
Hello,
So we
Moto.
can't do nothing but hope one of you motherfuckers get out of line with them and bust your booty open, nigga. I mean your goddamn head, that booty head. That motherfucker booty face.
An inmate at Racine
Now, let me-
Correctional Institution. Your account balance is $16.84. To hear the charges for this call, press 2. To accept this call, press 5.
We got a
To
prison
refuse this
call.
Hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, all calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Bow!
Thank you for using IT Solutions.
Who is this?
You may begin
That's
speaking now.
Alabama.
Yo, Bow.
What's up, man?
What up, Bow?
Hello?
How your day going so far, Alabama?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
I don't hear nobody.
You hear us now?
Can you hear now?
Hey, what's up?
What you do, Bama? How you doing today, man?
I am doing freaking great.
That's good to hear, man.
Hey, when you get off the phone,
Yeah?
are any of those guys? Hey, check out. Is anybody on the in line right now to get on the phone?
I have no clue at all. Let me see. Let me look around. No. Nope. I don't see Chape. I don't see DC. Oh, I see DC walking way back there, but
Well,
I
tell
don't know
Chat.
if he just went.
Listen, tell DC when you get off the phone, tell him get on the phone, man. Tell DC to
All
get
right.
on the phone. Tell Chepe to get on the phone. Tell Tom to get on the phone. Tell him we're going live from the next, from 6 to 9, man. We're gonna be live until 9 o'clock at night, answering calls from
live
you
right
guys. Yeah, matter of fact, dude, I got your photo, man. I got your photo. I got your inmate ID. All that's popped up right now on the screen. So
Really?
people,
You got my photo?
yeah, your photo from when you're in there. You got a photo. You're like they got you sitting from a distance from the camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Everybody can see you now.
My new photo?
Everybody can see you now, man.
Yep. Your inmate photo.
Yeah, they can see you, man. They can see you. The world can see you
And
now,
it's
bro.
like a distant one?
Yeah. It's like
It's like a
you're.
little?
Yep. You know what you look
So
like?
It's not like the old one where it's blown up right there where you can see my face. It's the one where I'm sitting way back, right?
Yeah, it's the one where you're sitting way back.
Oh, I just got that ID.
Yeah, well,
I hope to God that I hope it's a decent picture of me.
it is. It's got you with your hair parted. You got your little bit of scruffy beard going. You got it. Yeah.
Nah, no,
Oh
now I
my
got the
God.
now I got the picture with now I got the voice with the face now, man. The voice with the face, man. Alabama, I know who you is now. You all right, man. You all right. Good to meet you, man. Good to see you, man, and hear from you. Thanks for calling, Alabama.
Damn, you ready to say bye? What's up, Alabama? Talk to the people.
Hey, so I can get my name and all this stuff.
So you can get
Can
what?
I get my name? Hey, can I quote like? There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 Proverbs things that from Proverbs.
You can do whatever you want. This is your time. This is your time. You can do whatever you want.
Go ahead. We'll love to hear.
Okay. So my name is Thomas Allen Burks. My nickname is either Bama or Alabama. I'm 49 years old. My birthday is April 9th. I was born in 1973 in Mobile, Alabama, originally. Came up here in 2000. Let's see here. I am looking for help in my case. I'm looking for a pro bono lawyer out of Waukegan, Illinois, because it's neighbors to Kenosha, Wisconsin. I don't trust anybody in the state of Wisconsin to do my case or to defend me because they keep screwing me over, which is very evident in my sentencing transcript. I've been trying to get my criminal discovery, which is my paperwork for my case, since I've been locked up, and yet I've only gotten my sentencing transcript. And you can clearly see the language in it that my public defender was just another prosecutor. Instead of poking holes in the prosecutor's case, he poked hole all of my defense, and he never objected one damn time from the beginning of my case to the end of my case.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
What?
Are you a nigga or are you Chinese?
Am I what?
If you could pick between two kind of people, would you pick being a nigga or a Chinese?
Say that first one again?
If you had to pick between being two people, only two people in the world, would you pick being a nigga or a Chinese man?
I would. That's the only thing I had to pick for him?
Yeah, that's it.
I guess it'd be a black man.
All right, well,
these next I'm not preaching to nobody. I'm just trying to use these verses, Proverbs, that I got out of the Good News Translation Bible to describe what I'm going through with
all
the
right.
system.
Rock and roll, man. Let's hear it.
So Proverbs 11:9 says, "You can be ruined by the talk of godless people, but the wisdom of the righteous can save you." Proverbs 29:7. A good person knows the rights of the poor, but wicked people cannot understand such things. Proverbs 13:23. Unused fields could yield plenty for the poor, but unjust people keep them from being. Proverbs 29:12. If a ruler pays attention to false information, all his officials will be liars. Proverbs 30:14. There are people who take cruel advantage of the poor and needy. That is the way they make their living. Proverbs 22:22. Don't take advantage of the poor just because you can. Don't take advantage of those who stand helpless in court. Proverbs 28:21. Prejudice is wrong, but some judges will do wrong to get even the smallest bribe. Proverbs 14:31. If you oppress poor people, you insult the God who made them. But kindness shown to the poor is an act of worship. Proverbs 28:8. if you get rich by taking advantage of people, your wealth will go to someone who is kind to the poor. That last verse right there,
Yeah.
that goes out to any criminal lawyer that would love to take my damn case. They can read that Proverbs 28:8. If you get rich by taking advantage of people, your wealth will go to someone, the key word is someone, who is kind to the poor. That goes out to any criminal lawyer that would love to take my case, which if I had a lawyer 100% for me, I would have slam dunked this damn case 9 years ago. But because I had to rely on the public defenders that work 100% for the state only, this is the reason why I'm still in here. This is the most evilest system I have ever met in my life, man. And this is my first time in prison. And I started at age 40. I'm 49 years old. I don't have a juvenile record at all. So that means right there that I'm not a mental case at all. Usually people that have mental problems usually have a juvenile record. I don't have a juvenile record. And the stupid little other damn shit is just what country boys usually get, you know? Even my damn sentencing transcripts, even the court and the ADA, Assistant District, agreed that I didn't have a serious, even the judge said I didn't have a serious record. But yet they banked me with 35 years, 20 in and 15 out, on my first time in prison. While everybody else, and get this, there was 100% no physical evidence, physical signs on supposed victim. There was 100% no DNA from anybody. There was 100% nothing to constitute a crime scene whatsoever anywhere.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
And there was, according to my discovery, that the Kenosha, the detective did on his investigation, investigating this incident. In his report, there was no witnesses whatsoever. 100%, no witnesses that seen anything. And then at the end of his fucking report, on the last damn line, he prays to God to find something on me. That's fucking crazy, man. But yeah,
What did you say? Hold on. What did the detective say verbatim? What was it word for word? You say he praised to God. He said, "I hope the Lord gives me something to put you in jail." Is that what he said? I mean, like, what did he say?
Yeah, he says he prayed to God to find something on me because they could not find nothing on me. And then get this. In one of my hearings, my public defender asked for a suppression hearing, which he neglected to go to after they granted him one. So there was.
Oh, that sucks right there, dude.
Suppress.
Would they reschedule it?
My case with.
Would they rescheduled it or what?
No, they ain't rescheduled the shit. I got back in court, but they canceled it. And then I got that crazy ass damn DA fucking damn letter saying that the DA saying that, oh, he got no grounds, you don't have to give him a damn hearing. And that's bullshit. I had plenty of grounds, or he would have never, the judge himself would have never gave me a hearing. Right?
Oh, you're talking about going back. You're talking about now after the fact, being in a motion. So when's your next court date?
Nobody said anything yet. After they canceled that, after I was supposed to get back in court, they gave me a notice of hearing.
Yeah.
On the 7th, it was canceled. And then I've been waiting for 2 weeks now. And nothing.
So when they canceled it, are they going to reschedule it?
I don't know. They won't give me nothing. Eight days later, I get that stupid ass copy of what the DA sent the damn judge saying that you don't have to give him this hearing, that he has no grounds or whatever, which was a damn lie. You know, I have all kinds of grounds in that motion that I sent.
Have you started
It's just one of their.
So
It's
have you
just a part of their delay, man.
have you started to learn how to put motions together now, or what?
No, not really. If I'd have known how to do all that crap, man, I would have fucking been out of here a long time. Like I said, if I would have had the internet, if I had access to the internet 9 years ago,
Yeah.
I would have been gone a long time ago.
Well, check it out. Have you written to the judge to find out when's your next court date?
Remember I told you he filed that little thing as soon as we got that stupid DA damn shit.
So have you got a response yet?
That shit.
Did you get a response?
Yeah, we responded to. No, we ain't got to respond to it, but we sent it.
All
You know,
right.
8 days after the 7th, we sent it. We were just waiting to see them to reschedule the shit. And then we sent the other damn thing, and they still won't respond. I mean, that's just like in 2021 when I asked for that certificate of non-filing of the search warrant.
Yeah.
It was never filed on my index record or my criminal court record. So in other words, there is no such thing as a search warrant, even though they searched my damn place, and they won't answer that. They're supposed to answer it within 90 days, and it's damn near been 3 years. Instead of 3 months, they're supposed to answer it. It's damn near been 3 years.
So you haven't got a response yet about that, and you've been waiting 3 years for a response?
Yeah.
Have you written and asked when you're going to get the response?
Yes. When he put in that motion and stuff that I got.
So what happened? So when you wrote, you still haven't got a response for asking for a response?
Yeah. I have not got a response to nothing, bro. It's been 3 years later, and I was supposed to get a response in 2021. I was supposed to get a response within 3 months from when I wrote the motion to them, asking them for a certificate of not filing it up because there was no search warrant filed.
Have you seen Conley at all?
Conley?
Yeah, have you seen him?
No. I haven't seen him in months. I know he went to Jefferson, but I don't even know if he's still on Jefferson because when I rarely ever get out,
yeah,
you know, to walk the road right here,
yeah,
I've never seen him.
Have you seen Charlie?
Charlie.
The old man?
Yeah, Charlie.
The old man Charlie? He was my cellie? Old man Charlie Reiser?
Oh, Lord. I can't remember who the hell he is.
Dang.
My mind's blank. I've seen so many people come and go here, man. Oh, my God, dude. I forgot to tell you, man.
What?
This little old man, this little old black man, little skinny old black man, he had the attitude like a little nerd, little shy nerd or whatever. He was like really kind, really nice man, not a violent talking man or nothing. He's sweet as can be.
What
I used to sit with him at the table all the time and eat with him. And he was the father of one of these inmates in here, and they got to stay in the same room, right? Guess what happened to him?
What happened?
He had a major heart attack with his son right there in the room, and they tried for 5 minutes to get his heart going, and they barely got it going, but when he was on his way to the hospital, he never made it. He died. And this is a little old black man. I used to sit there and talk to him all the time. He was the sweetest guy I ever freaking damn heard, man. Dude was so damn nice, dude.
Was he saved?
And he's
was
gone.
he a Christian?
He's dead.
Was he saved?
Huh?
Was he saved? Was he a Christian?
I have no idea, buddy.
Oh, man. Too bad you didn't talk to him about Jesus, man. Because remember, good people go to hell too, man. You could, well, people that do good stuff, you could have a good, kind heart. But if you're not washed by the blood of Christ, then you're not reconciled unto God, and you're going to go to hell.
Or bringing somebody to Jesus. You got to bring some souls, save some souls.
Yep.
Not just living and think you're going to read the Bible and think you're getting up there. It don't go like that. The comfort go back. The souls stay here.
So
it sucks to lose your parents. I lost both my parents.
So how long was his dad? How long was his dad in there for? How long was his dad? When was his dad supposed to get out?
I have no idea, man. I don't know.
So when does his kid get out?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Was this kid young or old?
Kid was like middle age, probably in his late 20s or early 30s,
So
probably around your age.
So how old do you think the old man was in?
Oh, that dude was like probably late 60s, probably late 60s, early 70s. But he never showed any signs of being sick. He didn't have a runny nose. He wasn't coughing. He wasn't hunched over. He was just he actually walked like a damn young dude.
He wasn't working out or anything, huh?
I mean, he looked healthy as hell. And all of a sudden, bam, gone. Here today, gone tomorrow.
Hey, remember when you get off the phone to tell Danny, man, to tell Danny to get on the phone. Tell him, we're doing the podcast. Tell him get on the phone. Tell him, tell him the new feature.
DC?
Yeah. Tell him we got the new feature where people can see the picture of you guys and your name and your inmate number, and if they want to write to you, they can write to you.
Oh.
What?
Thank you for telling me that. Let me say this out loud on the podcast. So, this is Thomas Allen Burks, Alabama. If you want to write me, my address is, you have to put my first name and then my last name and my DOC number, which is 451176. And
Calls
you have to
other
put,
than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
and you have to put the correctional facility's name. Don't abbreviate it. You have to put Racine Correctional Institution, and then you have to put P.O. Box 189, and then Phoenix, Phoenix, Maryland.
No,
Maybe Maryland?
I don't know about that.
MD.
1 minute remaining.
MD is what the abbreviation is, and 21131. If you want to write me.
All right, I'll make sure that man writes you. No.
Nice speaking with you out of Alabama, man. I hope things turn out good for you, man. Thanks for the call, man. And stay with it, man. Hold your head up, man. I think.
Tell them how many views we got. Tell them how many views we got in the last podcast.
Oh, man, 600 some views, man. Yeah, people really watching,
I
man.
hope Army National Guard, ex-soldiers, I hope y'all are listening, because that's what I am. Christians, help me out. All right, guys.
All right, hey, get those guys in there to call. Have Tom call too. To all those guys, say, hey, right now, call. He said, call. He's going to be on the podcast for 9 hours. I mean, till 9 o'clock. You still there?
Yeah, I'm
All right, no, he's not. Dang.
Back to the video.
Back to the nature at hand. Bactali is a fan. I'm going to let him understand.
Bama!
Alabama.
They coming, though. They don't come tonight, though.
If they don't, something's wrong with them, man. Because I would love to get on that phone.
Well, Bama ain't telling them. He want to get back on.
So
that's something I can
talk to them.
I talked to. They said they don't want to get on. Who the hell don't want to get on? He in there, right on the podcast. Man, all of them. They last week they showed up, man. Every one of them showed up. That was amazing.
Nah, there's more than that. Matter of fact, I told a guy. I told another guy. I told two other guys to call in.
They finna go back.
Two of my amigos, man.
I think Bama was fooling when he said nobody on the phone. I know all of them was lined up. It's a podcast. You told them. They lined up. Bama want to get back on that phone, man. Because if you told me something like that when I was doing my time, man, I'm going to be on that line.
You going to be telling and everything, too?
I'm telling everybody, bro, you got to get on that podcast. You got a podcast, bro, the world hearing you and showing your face. This way different then. I don't think no one really doing this right now. This on take off, Rich, because no one ain't really – giving these, inmates.
You know what you got to do, though?
Voice.
Hold on, but you know what you need to do then? Dude, you could be, man, you need to start getting involved in the correctional, Can you imagine, like, oh, man, it's a black man, blah, 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 blah. And then it'd be like, young brother over here, man, get on the podcast. Bow, right there. Because right now, he's an old white man, so he's, I'm not gonna say,
Obama?
yeah, you seen
Obama's
already.
48 years old. He's still young.
Look,
He
if
get
he
out
was,
when he's
if he was
60.
hip hop happening, okay, look, let me say it like this: your energy, your attitude. That's what we need. Cause somebody in there gonna be like, oh heck yeah.
He get out when he's 60 though, on the dot. Yep, he get out when he's 60 years old, man. Still a lot of living though, you know.
Yeah, and any of you out there who have family members or in the correctional institutions, and they want a voice, they need a voice. You got the caller hotline. You can have them call this number
414-888-6733. Repeat, 414-888-6733.
and rinse.
Back to the video.
Put these goddamn guns up. Every time I get excited, motherfucker go to threatening me. I go to pulling out these motherfucking guns. Cause I be scared. Yeah, I be scared. Yeah, they be threatening me, getting online like, we go do this. You coming to your show? And now, listen, DJ Academics ain't got nothing to do with what come out of my mouth. He just booked a comedian. Everything I'm saying is coming from a character called Rat Williams. Charleston White, do not talk like this. No, man, Charleston White OG kind heart. Y'all mad at the character, trying to take it out on Charleston White. Because Charleston White can act so good playing the character. Yeah. Everybody's being played on. Everybody's being played on by Charleston White. He's playing a character, and everybody's falling for it. So, boy, you done already threatened me, China Mac. You done already threatened me publicly online, China Mac. So I already know what to do when I see you. You've already threatened me, and I'm afraid for my life. So, if we see any Chinese people, they better be on their motherfucking best behavior. If a motherfucking Chinese person move wrong at the show, say, bust they motherfucking eye open. If a motherfucking Chinese person move wrong at the goddamn show, say, get him! Get him! Oh boy, listen. It's some niggas in New York don't like the Chinese. It's some niggas in New York don't like you. Oh man, it's some niggas in New York really ride with me. They say, homie, you ain't saying nothing wrong. How they gonna be mad at you for what you saying about New York? You nigga complain about New York every day. The trash, the police, the governor, this. How y'all love it so much? But y'all, listen, that what them niggas told me. China Mac, fuck your people. I hope all Chinese people die. And in my world, Chinese people are gonna burn in hell. They'll never get to go to heaven.
Dude's tripping, man.
Goddamn Chinese people think he can talk to a nigga with his eyes slanted like that. You better shut the fuck up,
He in
Bootyface.
character.
Fuck wrong with Bootyface, y'all. Fuck wrong with Bootyface, y'all. Bootyface done lied.
But okay, now if Dave Chappelle did this, would you laugh?
I ain't laugh at that.
But then I'm thinking about I'm not saying about you. Oh, look, it's not against you personally, but I started thinking about other comedians. Like I never heard of him. You know, I've seen him already before you showed clips on YouTube when I would scroll through YouTube, right? I don't know, man. I feel like he must be the Tupac of comedians. Like
No, because it's like
he's the Tupac of comedians.
He's looking at it like, God is a jealous God, and, many Asians, they worship Baal, they worship the idol and statues, and they don't worship God, and they turn energy into a higher power. Now, what he stated, I disagree with that, because I got Asian people that I'm fond of that they pretty cool, man, and I hold them hard. I hold them in my heart, and I think they good people. Many of them is good people, just him in character.
Dude, I thought, what I thought it was? I thought he was a OG gang leader. This is what I really thought. I thought he was an OG gang leader. And that he had so much pull. He had so much influence that he's on social media. I didn't know he was a comedian until right now.
Yeah, he a comedian and he in character right now.
Hold on, but see, now that changes everything, though. That changes my whole outlook because And my outlook might not doesn't count, but that should say something. Like I thought he was somebody that was still neat. Like he was still in the streets, but not in the streets.
Like Tookie Williams.
I don't know
somebody like that.
I don't even know who that is,
That was
but
the
I heard
leader of
him
the
use a
Crips.
name.
Yeah.
So now that I find out he's a comedian, it's like, now I don't have the same effect, man. Like I wouldn't even have made the comment about that. I obviously he's got, he's a smart man, but man, I thought he was of that caliber.
Nope.
I thought he had people that were under him. Like I really thought, that was the impression that I received.
That he got a million man march ready to go to war. That's what you're looking at.
That's what I thought. I thought that people, like when he was talking about we're gonna go in that store and rape them Chinese, the old lady, and I know old lady and the young little ninjas on the street and all that, when they're gonna, I thought that he really could, influence people like that in the neighborhood that he was living in. I thought he actually lived in the hood too. I don't know if he does or doesn't, but if he doesn't,
he told everyone where he lived at already. See, the thing is, Charleston White, the real Charleston White, he a community activist. Like he really,
another thing too about I thought he was actually, and this kind of contradicts what I said, but I thought he was a reformed gang leader that still had his ear to the ground. That's what I thought.
Okay, yeah, that's.
And then I thought that when he said stuff, I thought people were listening to it based on that, but that he could still have pull on account of
who he is.
His influence. But now I find out he's just a comedian.
Yeah,
and he got into an argument. This is all comedian. I lost.
The real. He told you. Man. He just told the world just now. He just said the real Charleston White is a loving, kind person. He said y'all get mad at, Rat Williams. That's who he portraying right now. This Rat Williams he portraying.
Talking about Cat Williams or Rat Williams?
Rat Williams. That means snitching because he want all rappers and gangbangers in jail. He want every one of them in jail. All gangbangers. He said GDs, Vice Lords, Crips, Bloods. He want all of them in jail. The main thing is this is point of view. The thing is this. See, people that don't have a high IQ or their intellect, is not, an intellect that can be reasonable. They don't understand them. They go right to judge because them the weak-minded people, that you go right to judge and see his words and not what he do. The thing is, he helped people, he helped the community, and only if people know that the rappers and the gangbangers got the black community in turmoil. They bullies, right? They mad manipulators. They killing one another, and he's saying no one else ain't doing it. No one else ain't taking that stand. Everyone else going right along with it, still listen to rap music. How would you feel if you listen to Vaughn, right?
Yeah.
And he's saying how many people he killed, right? But that was your family members that he was saying he killed. How would you feel about that? How would you listen to someone? Because people listen to it because they ain't their family member. If it was your family member you was talking about he killed and what's the name, got shot and all this, they won't listen to it. That's why Jesus' words say, treat your neighbor as you would like to be treated. People ain't doing that. That's the thing. If you knew it was your family member he was talking about, he killed and everything, you won't listen to it. But people selfish-minded. And he's trying to break that cycle that the black community is influenced by. They influenced by gangbangers. They influenced by rappers. They influenced by what's them shoes called? Balenciagos and Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all these, and they know they should be supporting their brothers. We don't have nothing because we supporting everybody else but our own kind. So he trying to bring back what Tupac left off at, Off this goddamn.
Man, let's check out the Illuminati game cards, man.
Wait a minute. Good. Continue on.
goddamn booty face done lost his motherfucking mind. Booty face. Yeah, booty face done lost his motherfucking mind. What's wrong with booty face? Booty face. Booty face done lost his motherfucking mind. Man, what the fuck wrong with booty face? Booty face done lost his motherfucking mind. Boy, look at all these goddamn guns out and shit. All these goddamn weapons out and brought out. All this shit. All these goddamn guns and weapons and shit.
How could he have guns if
Boy,
he's a
booty
felon?
face, you got me fucked up. I've been practicing for this
That's
shit.
when he was a kid.
I ain't lying, nigga. I've been practicing for this shit. Hoping we go to war with another race. And you bring this to me, nigga, I promise I've been praying for this. I've been praying for this shit. Come to the show, you bad motherfucker. Anyone you niggas think y'all bad, come to the show. We ready. Cause y'all done already gave me a heads up. So if you give me a heads up, guess what I'm gonna do? Get ready. yeah, you can't give a nigga a heads up. Hey! I'm kicking your ass in 2 days. At 3 o'clock, when we come out, you can't do that. Nigga, you just supposed to kick his ass. Say, nigga, I'm gonna shoot you in 2 weeks. Let my nigga bring me the gun, and you can't do that. Nigga, you got to just shoot the nigga. You niggas got a habit of really thinking y'all bad. Cause you bad with your mama, you bad with the chimichurri people. Me, you ain't bad to no nigga who ain't scared of nothing. No, you ain't bad. The nigga ass whooping nigga that come with the territory. But you got to be willing to die to whoop me. You got to be willing to kill me just to whoop me. You got to be willing to go to jail just to want to whoop me. Because that's what lie ahead for you, hell or jail. You don't just get to whoop me with no threats on your life. China Mac, I promise my nigga, you gonna die trying to whoop me. Hell you talking about? Your mama and them will fuck around and die, nigga. Trying to whoop me. No, man, stop it. Stop it. Stay online talking, China boy. Cause they say you can't rap. Maybe you should try to rap in chimichurri language. Suey sauce words. Cause they say you wasn't doing too good when you were rapping in nigga language. My nigga killed it. Go rap in the suey sauce words, chimichurri shit. Soon, cha-chong, and find you a beat to go with them kind of motherfucking words. Cause I hear you ain't that good with nigga words. You was just a funny looking Asian until you're rapping. I got plenty of motherfucking guns. And I hate Asian people. I got plenty of motherfucking guns and I hate Asian people. I'm talking about a deep sentiment hate. I got a motherfucking deep hatred. I got a motherfucking deep hatred out of this motherfucking world for a goddamn gook. Gook haters! I'm a motherfucking gook hater. I fucking hate gooks. A fucking gook. I hope an old fucking gook lady die today. I hope an old fucking gook lady. I hope a New York nigga kill a Chinese bitch today. New York. Yeah, man, I pray right now since he's gonna threaten my motherfucking life. I pray a Chinese person get killed by 4 crazy niggas today. In the name of Jesus, Father God, let a nigga kill some of them Chinese people and get away with it. At least get a nigga one unsolved murder, Father God. Get these nigga one unsolved murder, God, of a Chinese motherfucker. Please, right now, in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Fuck Chinese motherfucker. Fuck them. Booty face. Booty face. Booty face! Booty face! Fuck 'em! Fuck 'em! Do y'all remember? Was it in New Jersey last year? The Chinese man chased the little black baby. Shot the little black baby. China Mac, You was sure quiet. Boy, you were quiet in the motherfucker when your people do something. Might as fact, remember that old woman? They beat up in the thing? The Chinese man was hitting her? You sure be quiet, my nigga. When your people do something to us, you sure be quiet when them Chinese people do something to our black women. So guess what? Every time we do something to y'all, I be happy in the motherfucker. And you go give me an opportunity. You go give me an opportunity to do something to a Chinese motherfucker. I hope you get a front row seat. Oh, I hope you get a motherfucking front row seat. And call your bitch ass talking shit. Boy, cause I'm gonna close them motherfucking eyes lower than what they already is. Boy, I'm gonna close them motherfucking eyes lower than what they already is. Boy, you better know what you're doing. You and whoever approach. Cause this can handle the football team. If y'all don't come in shooting blazing glory, you in trouble, boy. And mighty fact, I don't think you gonna be able to get your weapons in. These is props for a comedy show. These are comedy show props. And we sit them on stage and we use them as props. Because I demonstrate, yeah. So, I'm not going to tell you to proceed with no caution. I'm going to say I dare you. Now, I'm going to say I double dare you to show up to that motherfucking show on April 30th and play bad. I double dare you. I double dare you to do it. Boy, for me, I swear to boy, man, you niggas say, okay, soldier boy learn. I promise you, homie. See, I'm in character right now playing. But boy, when I'm scared. Oh, when I'm scared. Oh, when I'm scared. When I'm scared, it's on, Jack. When I'm scared, I'm gonna go to poking. How you want to do it, Mac? How you want to do it? How you want to do it, nigga? How you want to do it? However you want to do it. However you want to do it, we can do it. We can do it. Yeah, however we want to do it. However you want to do it, nigga, we can do it. However you want to do it. You want to shoot it out? However you want to do it, nigga, when you talking about hurting me, we can do it. However you want to do it, nigga, when you talking about hurting me, we can do it. However you want to do it, nigga, when you talking about hurting me, we can do it. You ain't even seen nothing like this.
Has that guy China Mac ever said he's gonna hurt him?
Yeah, we might listen to him. Want to listen to him that?
I want to hear what this Chinese
He
guy
almost
said.
done though. He almost done.
Almost done, dude. It's 26 minutes.
Is it? That's it?
It's the same thing.
Oh wait, go to China Mac.
Rinse and repeat.
Go to China Mac. What he had to say about Charleston White? Did he threaten him or not? He funny to me, man. Charleston White funny, man. I don't think he mean nobody no harm. He just funny, man. He just words, you know? China Mac on Charleston White. That might be one right there. The yellow screen.
That show got canceled. I know a lot of people happy about that, you feel me? But I'm not one of those people because I was really actually looking forward to the show. Like I wanted to meet Charleston White in person. Like I wanted to see like that energy. I wanted to see if that energy was going to be the same in person. Like if he was going to keep that same energy. You talk mad about New York City, bro, my city. You talk mad about my people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what's up, bro. So now you're not performing in New York City no more. What's up, bro? I need that fade, man. You trying to step in the ring with me or what's up? Let's make that happen, bro. Let's get to that.
Yeah, the goal ain't to hurt nobody. The goal is to hurt who hurting us.
Right.
Yeah. The goal is to hurt who hurt us. Hit back. Fight back.
Don't hit first, hit back.
Hit back. Nigga, I ain't never, homie. I don't attack people. Nigga, I'm a counter puncher. I'm a counter puncher, homie. Nigga, I'm a counter puncher. Nigga, I win fights off counter punching. You swinging at me and me countering back. Nah, homie, I don't want to hurt nobody, but nigga, I don't want to be hurt either.
There it is.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt nobody, but nigga, if you talking about hurting me, man, nigga, yeah, I reciprocate.
You gotta go to early clips of China Mac. One of his early clips.
And then you got people that just want to, like, you know, promote the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude Charleston White, I seen this stupid motherfucker. I like, honestly, I seen a couple of his videos. You know what I'm saying? He but he said some shit, and he kept on talking shit about the Asian people, talking about us like we dogs and shit like that, talking about us crazy. And I seen him talk about other things crazy too. Like he talked about X. He's the type of motherfucker that just
that old head that's always online just running his mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This bozo, you know what I'm saying? He just want to take something that's hot and want to like, you know what I mean?
Pour gas on the fire.
Like pour gas on it, but he want to spin it his way so he could like get clout and get people to listen to him, and then he'll spin it a certain way, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like he the type of motherfucker that's gonna get, like, you know, he's no good, bro. He the type of motherfucker that you start listening to, he'll start putting dumb shit in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying all of the shit he says is crazy, you know what I'm saying? But certain shit he's saying, like, you know, he was talking about Johnny Dang, right? And then he was just, so I hate Asian motherfuckers. Every Asian motherfucker need to motherfucking die. I don't give a fuck. I spit on the Asian motherfucker. He said that? Man.
That's crazy.
Didn't turn that heat off.
And I saw that shit, and that's just ignorant. Like, that's just pure ignorance. That's super fucking racist. And I would punch that motherfucker in the mouth. I wouldn't give a fuck if he got 20, 100 people with him, man. I'll punch him right in this shit, and we just gonna have to get it. We just gonna have to get it with 100 motherfuckers, bro. Fuck you mean, bro? You fix your mouth to say some dumb shit like that, bro. Like, imagine if somebody else says some shit like that to another race, like to the black. That'd be crazy, you know what I'm saying? I would never fix my mouth to say no dumb shit like that to anybody, you feel me?
That's crazy.
But this stupid motherfucker out here promoting that shit, like,
and how has he not been banned on Instagram or Twitter?
Because there's a lot of stupid motherfuckers out here, man. Motherfuckers like that shit, bro. Motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's hate speech, bro.
Facts.
That's hate speech.
Facts. That should make me upset, bro. You know what I'm saying? That should make me upset.
Dude, that shit's weak, man. I don't want to hear that stuff no more, man.
Hey.
What else you listen to, man?
I'm just saying.
What else is going on in that brain of yours?
No, I'm just saying.
You listen to that stuff, man?
No, it's like he being character. The thing is, it's like this. I see how.
Did you ever listen to Cat Williams?
Yeah, man.
Cat Williams. Go back to Cat Williams. You ever listen to David Chappelle?
Yeah, no.
All right, go back to David Chappelle.
No, I'm saying this different though. He running the media right now, the internet. He got the internet on lock because you got to understand that he attacking all the people that mean us no good.
Yeah, but I thought
everybody
I thought he was an old school gang.
That's what you said at the beginning.
That's what I thought,
he's not.
Man.
He a community activist. He helped the community. Helped people.
Now it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, he in character.
Now he's causing trouble, man, for himself.
No, he ain't causing no trouble. Cause you know why?
For himself, he is.
Them words though, you gotta understand. It's
like I don't agree with that hate speech stuff that one guy said. with this last clip, I don't believe that like that. You can't. You should be able to say whatever you want because public opinion is gonna ban you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, someone could say though in World War II, if there would have been hate speech, then you would never had an Adolf Hitler, and public opinion liked what he had to say.
But this
so there's a bad side to public opinion.
But this what I stand with. When he speak truth, because it's like everyone want to disregard what the turmoil that black people been through.
Hello,
they want to ignore it though.
Hola, usted tiene una llamada sin costo para usted de
Romero.
un internado en
Racine Correctional
Romero.
Institution.
Para aceptar esta llamada, oprima el 5.
Todas las llamadas que no sean hechos propiamente a un abogado pueden ser monitorizadas y grabadas.
Killer right there.
Gracias por usar
get you,
IT
man.
Solutions. Puede empezar a hablar ahora.
Harvey.
Hola, mijo. what's going on, man?
¿Qué pasó?
What up, man?
Hey, I'm with my best friend. Man, say what's up, man.
How you doing today, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good to hear from you, man. Thanks for calling, man.
You're live. You're live right now on the podcast, man. The whole world can hear you. What's going on?
Hey.
Talk to us, man.
Not too much, man. It's kind of noisy right now, man. There's a lot of people here in the day room. Can't hear for shit.
Well, we can hear you.
We can hear you, man. Clear, man.
I fished.
I know.
Hey, I was able to fish out your a picture of you. So we got a picture of you with your face, your inmate number. If anybody wants to write to you, they can write to you.
What?
Yeah, hook it up, bro. I told you that's why I wanted you to call, man.
Oh, man.
Trying to get you together, man. Trying to get you a little chica, man, or a little chico, man. Hey, if you want, man, you can give it. You can tell us about, tell the viewers about yourself, man. Tell them about you. You got the mic, man. You can talk to the whole world right now.
Man, it's Luca. It's a lot of.
What's the matter?
See, you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you, but yeah, I don't care about them other people.
Don't worry about the people. Just speak your truth,
I
man.
can hear it. That's it. I don't like to talk at this time, man.
Well, what do you want to talk about then?
I don't know. You asked me.
Well,
what you eat today?
Huh?
What you eat today?
What I did today?
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
I sleep all day.
No, what did you eat today for supper? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
What I ate?
Yes.
Oh, I ate some burritos. I did some turnips. And what else? I play a little bit cards.
All right.
That's it, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Talk to us, Romero, man. That ain't what's up. No, that's not what's up. I talked to Munoz. The other day. Munoz called me. He's supposed to call tonight, too.
It's cool. Hey, I can't hear anything here, man.
Well, it doesn't. Don't worry about, what, you saying you can't hear us or you just can't hear because it's loud where you're at?
I know you can hear me, but I hear it's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, man. What else? Talk to me, man.
Well, does it sound better now?
What you been doing, man?
Oh, I've been working, man. I worked today. I worked this morning. I work, got this podcast episode put together for today.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like you can hear it just fine now. Yeah. Yeah.
Nico.
What up?
Well, I talked to Munoz.
Oh, yeah. I tell him to call you, remember?
Yeah, so hopefully he calls, man. Hopefully he talks more than you talk, man. Damn. You got all kinds of stuff. Weren't you looking for your kid? What's your kid's name?
Oh, Christian.
What's his whole name?
Yeah, but I'm going to write you. Probably I will send you the information.
Well, you could say the information right now. He might be listening to the podcast.
No, I don't have information right now.
Well, you know his name, don't you?
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name, Christian.
What's his last name?
His name, Romero Gonzalez.
Christian Romero Gonzalez.
Romero.
Yep.
All right, if you listening, Christian Romero Gonzalez, you know your dad is incarcerated. He looking for you, man. So,
nah, forget that. If you're listening, Christian Romero Gonzalez, we got your dad. We got your dad. We're not gonna let him go unless you give us some money. We want money for your dad. We've kidnapped him. What's up? Hey, have you seen Glass at all?
Huh?
Have you seen Glass?
It's kind of funny.
Why? You see him right now?
Yeah.
Good. Tell him get on that phone, man. Tell him we're doing the podcast, man. We want to hear from him.
Like what? Like what you want? Like what you want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell him, say we're doing the podcast and to call in. We're going to be doing the podcast until 9 o'clock tonight. Tell him I want to talk to him anyhow, so tell him to call in.
I don't. Hey, Harvey, my nigga, I don't know what to say, man.
I just told you what to say. Tell him to call, because tell him Harvey wants to talk to you tonight.
Okay. Okay, I can say if everybody's listening, like, can I say that?
Yep.
If anybody's listening, they can call. I'm gonna wait for any call. Can I say that like that? It's good.
Yeah, that's good.
And what else you want me to say? Like,
Todas las llamadas que no sean hechos propiamente a un abogado pueden ser monitorizadas y grabadas.
You on a live podcast.
Yeah, man, you're
speak,
live,
man.
Speak,
you know,
man.
Speak your truth, man. Tell me how your day going. Whatever it is.
Man,
many people listening, man.
Talk about injustice, man. Talk about how you were supposed to get out 6 years ago. Now the judge screwed you over and gave you another 8 years, man. These are the stuff that people want to hear. Listen, this is stuff people want to hear. People want to hear about what's really going on in the criminal justice sector of the U.S. All right, people want to know what's going on, and you got, for instance, you got guys like Dave, who's in there, who after doing 30 years in prison for murder, you would think he would have been paroled, and he wasn't paroled, and now they're telling him, well, another 4 years, we'll reevaluate you. No, man, the man did 30 years in prison and only got 2 tickets. He only got punished 2 times out of 30 years. The man's lived a cleaner life, a less problematic life than somebody who's been walking these streets right now, man. The best of them walking the streets right now.
hey, well, yeah, well, I should have been on the truth right now, but you know how that system works in here. They just try to keep you in here for a long time. They don't want you. They don't want to see you on the street. They just want to keep to you here in prison for a long time. And for what? For little shit.
For money. You got, for instance, like Chepe. Like if you when you get off the phone, see if you can find Chepe and tell Chepe to call too, man. Because Chepe is another guy where he had his conviction reduced from 45 years to 20 years in prison, and now the district attorney decided to I don't know what the word is, repeal or whatever, to reinstate his original sentence. He was supposed to go home a year and a half ago, and now he's still in prison. That's crazy, man.
They gave him back his time.
They're trying to right now. They're trying to do that, and he's waiting to see what's going on in the courts.
Yeah.
Instead of just letting that man go home. Damn, dude, there's people that decades ago, when they committed a murder, they would do like 10 or 15 years in prison and they'd go home. And that was it.
Yeah.
Dude, you had guys that committed murder and they would be paroled after 4 years.
Yeah.
So they're just stealing
yeah,
lives, man. You can't bring somebody back that's already dead, but you could fix somebody who's still alive.
They really gotta start looking into it real good. Like Chicago, they look really into it. Of some cases here, they don't give a fuck. If somebody say, "Hey, you did this," that's it.
Hear it say.
Fuck. They're gonna give you like 12, 20 years. Man,
It's a money thing here, man.
Like me, look. I make a plea for 4 years, and now they gave me 12 years. Try to appeal my shit, and they gave me 8 more years on top of that.
After the
I don't know how this works. Huh?
Hold on, you were supposed to only do 4 years in prison originally?
Yeah, it was a plea.
And
judge gave me 12.
Oh, okay. You took a plea for 4 years, and the judge gave you 12 years, and then you appealed the 12 years, and another judge made it 20 years.
20, but
Wow,
it was a
dude.
different judge. Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I'll see, man. Now I don't know. You know me. I've been here. Try to just keep going. Nothing I can do. I'm not appealing my case anymore. They turn me down like 2, 3 times. When they saw that I was gonna win, they turned me down just for little small shit.
So how long you been in prison now?
What's that?
How long you been incarcerated now?
I've been almost 17 years already.
17.
How many years you got left?
3 years.
Oh, yeah. You on your way, man.
Yeah.
You on your way. Be patient. You know, they got the body already. Don't allow them to get the mind. You know, you got 36 more months left, man. Just look at the time, right? The months ain't gonna go past. They gonna go fast too, man. And never get in trouble again, man.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna go back to Mexico. He's not even a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, I'm going back to Mexico. I don't. Yeah. So.
You don't got no choice, huh?
He'd rather go to Mexico anyhow, though, because if he stayed in the U.S., then they'll make him do.
He can't stay here because many of them they come
if
here.
they made, even if he wanted to stay here though, and they let him. No, listen. Even if they
don't go like that, though.
Stop. If he wanted to stop.
You don't go like that.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about.
I'm
talking about is this. He don't want to stay here because if he stayed here, you'd have to do probation. So he's gonna want to go back to Mexico. He's just gonna move on with his life. And when you were talking about how you were gonna get on a cruise ship, remember that? Remember we were talking about a cruise ship. Remember that, Romero?
Yeah. Definitely after doing my time, I gotta go back because if I stay here, I gotta do the probation time.
You don't want to do that, man.
Probation time is
Todas
about
las
8 years.
llamadas que no sean hechos propiamente a un abogado pueden ser monitorizadas y grabadas.
Hey.
What?
Yeah, man. No, it's not good for us to stay here and do probation time.
You just gotta do what's right, man. That's it. I think you learn from bad decisions or whatever the case may be, and you just gotta work a straight line, man. It reform you, man. It reform the mind. You know, it make you a better person. You know, you go to Mexico, guess what? You know, might commit more crimes. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know, man.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
So it's like stay on straight narrow path, man. I believe that you could do it, and good luck in there, man. Keep your head up,
Yeah.
Romero, man. Keep your head up, man.
Queda un minuto.
I had a minute left.
Well, let's pray, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Lead in prayer.
All right, I want you to protect his mind, body, and his soul, Almighty God. I ask you to lead him in the path of righteousness. Allow him to understand who you are, and allow him to be committed to your word. No weapon formed against him shall prosper, no harm or danger will not get near. In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, man.
Hey, tell the guys there to call in tonight. Tell them we're doing the podcast. We're live. And I love you, man. Keep calling. Call next week. Call next week Saturday also between 6 and 9, man. We'll put you on the podcast again.
Yeah, take care, guys, over there.
All right,
care,
you
man.
too, brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's always
so
camera shy. He's phone shy or something.
last week he was just talking.
No, that was another guy. That was another guy. That was
wasn't him?
Chepe. No, that was he never called yet.
That was the first time he called?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I don't even know how Chepe look.
You want to know what Chepe looks like?
Let me see Chepe.
When he calls tonight, then you can see what he looks
But
like.
look, this is what I was saying, though,
What?
before he started calling, right?
Yeah.
I was saying that I believe it was a curse. I understand that, right? But on the other end, people should still take a look at how the black people have been treated, you know, as believers of Jesus, you know, and see that if they've been treated like this, why we don't do nothing to change? If all of us believe in one God, why we don't help them get ahead? Why they want to keep them down? Even though it's a curse. Even though I understand that. But why no one want to take the effort and support us? But they could support all the good deeds we did, you know, and bring in revenue. But no one will have the heart and the decency and be like, you know what? We know the streets been bad. The Asian community. They got all these stores, right?
Yeah.
They got all these nail salons, right? We always support them. I don't see them supporting us. I don't see Mexicans, Americans supporting us.
Let me ask you this. What do African Americans like Asian people, you say you don't see, you know.
I don't see no one supporting us.
Asian Americans, they do like nail salons. I'm not trying to stereotype, but they do like, you know, like nail salons, man, like in Chinese food. Okay.
Yeah, they got many of.
Okay. Now what does African Americans do? Like as far as like storefronts for people to want to go in and buy and purchase from?
They don't allow them to have it. That's the thing.
Well, they don't allow. Who don't allow them to?
It's like the government. Like we supposed to have like.
Why is it at KFC? I heard this comedian say this once. When he said, "Why is it at KFC? You've got Hispanics selling chicken, and when you go to Taco Bell, you got black people selling Mexican inspired food. Why do the black people work at KFC at Taco Bell, and the Hispanics work at KFC?" So the thing is, okay, like when you bought this meal, I assume that JJ's is black owned. I assume that because I believe it started on the north side of Milwaukee.
No, I don't even think it's black owned. I don't believe we have a lot of stuff in our culture. Like,
if black people are synonymous with, well, let's say like chicken, right? Mm-hmm. Liking chicken and making chicken. How about this? How about a soul food buffet? Can you imagine that? If they had a soul food buffet? Like how you got like China buffet, you got Old Country buffet.
Yeah.
You know what I thought once? I said, man, you know what? How come there's not a Hispanic buffet?
Yeah.
People would love to go there. If you go to Hispanic buffet, you're gonna get full fast. It's not like you're not gonna get full fast.
But it's like this. It's like all this like a gimmick, though. You really think about it, because when the when they do own something, right? Guess what? When the police kill a black man, here come the riots, and these all cults, and they break it into the black-owned stores and corrupting their own neighborhoods over this rabbit, whatever you could pronounce it. But all this is like antagonized the black community. And I think about it a lot. And I sit at times and I wonder, like, there's so many black millionaires. Why they ain't creating anything? Like creating something for us, that we could partake in and be fun of. Not just basketball, sports and everything, man.
Damn, what's wrong with this camera?
I don't know.
There.
Yeah, why they ain't doing nothing, man? Coming together collectively and doing something for the black race. What is going on? Because I believe that all of them like worshiping Satan, man.
If you could create a store right now, what would it be?
Oh man, we had it. We had street sweepers, man. We had a store that, provide shoes, clothes, hoodies. Now, if I could go back to that, I could say I'd create like I have a store like this. If I was a multi-billionaire.
No, you don't need to be a multi-billionaire.
Well,
What kind of store would you have if you could have a store right
If
now?
I could have a store right now, I'd have a store with a lot of black activists on T-shirts and hats, on shoes, like that paved the way, like Rosa Parks hats, shoes, clothes.
Does Rosa Parks have a clothing line?
No, but I have a face on many things: Dr. King, Malcolm X, and many more.
Why don't you do that now? Then you can make T-shirts.
I can make it now, but it won't sell just on, Black History Month type. It'll sell for that, because they want to, they mind gone. Like when you got the mind, you get the body, like prisoners. But when you got the community mind gone on material things like Balenciagas and Gucci and all these foreign names, and they buying this up just for the name, and they ain't supporting their own, it's a problem with the mindset.
When you gonna make these Manwich T-shirts and put Malcolm X on it and Rosa Parks and Dr. King?
My clothing line coming out, and I still
and Charlie Murphy.
I still got a little more work to do, but
paved the way.
And Wildlife coming. What you're looking at, it's coming soon. So it's not always, meant to be a design to bring confusion, but it can mean different things, many of things. I could ask you what you looking at. Oh man, I'm looking at Mike Tyson fighting, Muzzy Boat, anything. What you looking at? Oh man, I'm over there looking at a sports game. Anything. It ain't just always the person looking at you. What you looking at? So it can mean many things. So yeah. So when that come out, and another thing, like what? On these type of what's these called? Containers?
Yeah.
You can have different things on that container, You can have
Malcolm X.
Yeah, you can put
Malcolm X chicken.
No, I'm just saying, like on a different.
I had a wing.
Because it's like,
dude, I had a wing.
No. But it's like this with Dr. King
getting back with the fries.
But Dr. King, I believe that Dr. King wasn't. I believe that was his dream. I don't believe that was a dream for everyone. I believe that was his dream. He had a dream that it could happen. Eventually, it's gonna happen because we're human beings, and human beings, do have a heart. And I know one day we will come together. But
dude,
that was his dream.
You should start a restaurant chain and call it Dr. King's Chicken.
No.
And I had a wing.
Nah, you crazy. Dr. King's Chicken. I had a wing.
Oh,
you a mess,
that's
dog.
crazy, man.
Hey, that's how I don't know. That might sell, man. You never know. That might sell right there.
We
man.
didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
Landed
landed on fries or something. I don't know.
But it's like, because no one ain't listen to what God said. He said eye for eye, tooth for tooth. So when I be hearing a lot of guys, in prison, they, committed a crime, they took someone's life. I look at what God said. I look at accountability and facing the facts, facing the truth. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth. That's what I look at. Others might look at it and say, you know what, he been gone, like yourself. Others, he been gone for 30 years, let him out. What about the other person? Family member gone.
Well, I'll tell you what, if the other person was saved, they're in heaven. If the person's not saved, then they're in hell. And what good does it do? They're already gone. You can't save the one, at least you can still save the other.
Yeah.
At least you still could. I don't like using that word rehabilitate, but give the other person an opportunity to do,
make it right.
Yeah, do things right. Because you can't make it right now. It's already done. But you could have the opportunity to fix their own life and get it together.
Fix your wrongs.
Something like that.
To make it right by.
Check this out. These guys, they're called the Top Notch Gang, right? These guys, in my opinion, they're gonna end up getting killed one of these days.
Which one?
I'm gonna show this right. I don't know if this is like the correct prank. They do these pranks, man. They go up to gang members and they do pranks.
Talking about you want to get you want to get this sandwich? Is what they say? You talking about them guys?
They do. Yeah, they're gonna get killed. They keep doing. They keep playing around.
Yeah.
They keep playing around. Hey, you who said you could be in this neighborhood? Yeah, you can't.
They be seeing. Dude, they in L.A. though. They in L.A. gangs with it. I be seeing that a lot too. It be popping up on YouTube a lot.
So this is the latest one. This just came out 9 hours ago, and it's kind of, dude. Wouldn't that be something if this right here? This is one of them right here. This guy right here, and that looks like he's laying in the casket.
Let me see.
And wouldn't that be something if that really was like predicting his future?
It is. Everybody who did that, that's predicted their future.
We are gathered here today to pay respect to our brother Opto. Opto was a real hero to me. We are here today to show our love and support for Opto's family.
I can't believe this is happening.
Opto gets IVs every week. He gets his immune boosters, all this unnecessary shit. I spoke to the IV lady, and they're going to be helping us out. They're going to be adding a little bit of sleeping aids. He's going to be gone for 4 to 5 hours. He's going to be completely knocked out. He's not going to feel anything.
Tufik, you're responsible for this one, all right? If anything happens to Opto,
that's all of them too.
You, right?
That's all. Yeah, that's them.
We're about to witness history in pranking.
5 hours? You would do that? Can't play like that.
You could die playing around like that.
Yeah. Everybody who ever made a video or movie and they was in the cast, it came true. You know that?
This is the first.
Eric, you're the strongest one.
bro.
Did you confirm with all the guests?
Yeah. Pulling his head. Be careful. There you go. There you go. That's one right there.
Alfredo sent me, homie. Get off my block. What you doing on my block, my boy?
I'm gonna go get ready real quick.
No. Hey, I need help with this, bro.
Bro, you got 3 people. Just put them up by the door.
Hey, let me help on outside there.
Like that guy right there, that black guy right there, like he's not hood.
No.
When he's doing that with them too,
they looking at him like, "What you doing, bro? What you playing?" Like, I saw him many times, bro. What about the burger in his hand? You want to what's the one they had a chicken in their hand? What was it?
dude? I don't know, man. They had these cans and they're like, "You want to get dropped? You want to get dropped?
You want to get popped?" That's what they say.
They say something.
Bro, you want to get popped, bro? And they talking about, bro, nah, pop, bro, pop. They don't be too late though if you keep playing with people like that, because some people quick to anger.
You know what?
We are gathered here today to pay respect.
Get that. These guys.
I don't want to watch that one.
Look at this. Dude, dude's tripping, man. Look at this stuff, dude.
Yo. Is it broke down or what?
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
No, okay, because it's my block right here. You're going to have to tow this off my block or square up with me, bro. I can't have this right here.
Square up? What you mean square up? What you
I mean, I'm saying, like, you can't have this piece of car right here, bro. You're going to... Hey, relax. Chill. My boy, it's a joke. It's a joke.
He on his ass. Stop playing like that.
Hey, what's up, homie?
The guy, he's got his hand in there like that.
Yeah.
What are you doing on
He's
my
gonna
block?
get killed.
Yeah. Like, you've been posting over here for an hour. I've been watching you, ain't moving, my boy. You trying to square up or what?
Square up?
Yeah, homie.
What you mean square up?
Huh?
What you mean square up? Let's
Like, you trying to square up? Like,
man, throw your shit up.
you want to square up?
Throw your shit up.
Hey, cool up, bro. Get on camera, bro.
If they catch him, though.
I'm talking about a square up.
Don't play like that. Don't play with me like that.
You're on camera, dog. It's a joke. It's a
Downtown LA.
You're on camera behind you.
Downtown LA. This ain't no blocking no.
You're on camera, my boy. Look.
Y'all on some police shit, cuz.
No, it's a prank video. G square up.
Y'all on some police shit.
No, I'm talking about
This gangbang land.
square up. You don't get the joke?
I don't joke.
Like the square up, homie.
There's none funny about that.
No joking, no rape.
All right, Eric, let's go. You gonna have to pump gas. You gonna have to get the hell up out of here, my boy. This is my gas station, bro. What's up, G? You trying to square up or what, my G? You trying to square up or what, my G? You want to square up?
What's up? You know where you at,
I got square. Hey, bro, it's square cash. It's square cash. Bro, it's square cash. I'm asking you if you.
West side, different lane.
Bro.
Out of here.
I'm asking you if you want me.
Out of here.
I need my card, my boy. I'm trying to hook you up, bro.
No, you gotta keep going, bro.
But what you mean? I need my card, my boy. I need my card. Bro, I need my card.
Lanes, bro. Keep it going.
Bro, I'm trying to hook you up.
This is.
Bro, you're on camera. Is this a joke, bro?
We don't play like that, dog. You don't know me, bro.
Bro, it's a joke.
Out here, bro. You'll die out here.
You want? Hey, homie. What y'all doing over here, dog?
Dude, these guys, look at it. Now think of this.
What do you mean? A neighbor told me.
That old guy right there. Dude, he's probably like, some old school, right?
Don't play no game.
And I thought like Charleston White was, right. And these guys don't know they're all going to hell, and so they have no fear of the Lord. Yeah. And he comes in, he's playing around. Every time I see this, I'm like, these guys are going to get killed.
They got to change it. They got to change that. Man.
They need to stop it altogether,
they need
man.
to stop it, man. Because somebody
they need to do that to like people that for a fact they're just not.
You got to go in like Hollywood over there, not in L.A., downtown L.A. with gangbang land there. Like he
Dude,
said.
they did it in like Harlem, also like in New York somewhere,
They
man.
tripping, man.
They're looking to get killed doing that.
Yes, man. Trying to make a name for yourself. Y'all gonna die. Y'all keep playing.
Homie, y'all smoking on my block, dog.
You said your block?
Yeah, I live right there on that building right there.
It's our block.
What do you mean that's your block?
It's a park.
Yeah, but like I want you to move it down because it smells a lot.
Dude's tripping, man.
If you don't get the out of here.
That's about here.
What's wrong with you?
Because I haven't seen y'all faces out here, dog. I've been living here for a year. Huh? Why would I do that? I'm asking you questions. Like I'm saying, if you're smoking, move it down over there.
Police or something?
Huh? No, I'm telling you, dog. So whatever, dog. But let me know if you're trying to square up or something. Chill out. It's a video. It's a video. It's a video, bro. There's a camera by that tree.
They ain't going to Chicago and do that. You ain't going to Chicago and do that. For sure you ain't. On no block in Chicago, I'm talking about now one on the south side. I know you ain't. Talking about, man, you want to they getting you out the way out the gate. They ain't finna be like, bro, what you talking? They don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, they ain't finna do that. I bet they ain't going to Chicago. They went everywhere else.
Can you imagine if they did this? I'm just saying, can you imagine if they did this? What if there was guys that they videotape killing people? So they're videotaping a prank, doing a prank to people, and the same people that are doing a prank to
they got through killing somebody.
They videotape killing people, and to just bam, and then you got
can't play like that,
No,
man.
you can't.
You just can't, man. That's serious business, man. That shit deep, man.
And look at him in his eyes.
What you looking at, fam?
What's good, bro?
I mean, the way that you looking, it look like you want to square up with me, bro. You want to square up with me or what, bro?
I'm good, bro. Please.
Bro, what's up, my boy? You want to square up or what, bro? You on my block looking crazy, bro. What's up with you, bro? Like, where you from, bro?
I ain't even from out here, bro.
Okay, but where you from, though?
I don't bang, bro.
Okay, so? I ain't asked you if you bang, bro. I asked you where you from, bro.
I'm not from out here.
You're not from...
Dang, now he's messing with somebody who just average Joe.
Want to get a joke. They gonna smash you. Take them eyes out your head. Sorry, guy.
From out here?
No.
So you want to square up or what, bro?
Bro. Bag up.
What you gonna do, bro?
I don't want no problem with you, bro. Can you bag up?
Tell me how much you want, bro.
What is you talking about?
Bro, I'm trying to square up with you, my boy. I got the square up on me, bro. How much do you want? You're actually on camera, my boy.
It's not even funny.
They don't beat his brain. I'm like, man, I'm just playing. Nah, ain't no playing. You got to stop playing. Now change your life. Go find something else to do. Find another hobby now.
Like I don't even watch these videos anymore just because like I don't want to be held responsible. I feel like watching this. Like, I'll watch it now on account of, for the podcast, but apart from that, when I see these videos.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. My bad, bro. Hey, bro, have you seen Alfredo?
What?
Have you seen Alfredo?
What's that?
It's the homie Alfredo, big homie.
Nah,
He's
bro.
from Pito Gang. You haven't seen him?
Nah, he's over here, bro.
You don't know him?
Nah, bro. Watch out.
Are you sure you haven't seen Alfredo?
I told you no, bro. What the
Why you getting mad,
You better
dog?
watch out, bro. On blood, you better watch out.
Okay, I can't ask question?
No.
Okay.
Hello, Moto.
Hello, you have a prepaid call from
Danny.
an inmate at Racine Correctional Institution. Your account balance is $15.49. All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hello.
What's up, Danny?
How you doing?
What it do, Daddy? How you doing, bro?
How you doing? I'm all right.
All day, man. Good to hear from you, bro. Thanks for calling too, man.
No problem.
Hey, so I sent the other 100 out. So now it's just like 100 left. But
Yeah.
did he say he get it or what? Did he say he get it? Did he say anything about it?
Oh yeah.
All right.
He said he mentioned it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
How you doing today, though? How your day going so far, bro?
It's been all right. This morning I pretty much laid in, resting my body. You know, I beat my body up pretty good on a daily, so on the weekend I like to let it recharge.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. You ain't eat none of that food, did you?
Say again?
You ain't eat none of that food, did you?
Email?
No, I'm saying you ain't eat none of the food they giving you today. They served today.
Email the food?
Nah, he said you didn't eat any of the food.
Oh no. That's a rarity anyway. Right now I'm on not eating none of it. I'm on eating one time a day, going back down to about 200.
Where you at now, like 230?
No, 217.
Okay.
Well, that's how much you weigh is 217 pounds?
Yeah.
Man, you don't look it. I thought you would have weighed like 275 pounds. Well, because you know muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah.
Oh, he's swole. I don't even know I don't even know how you could be 270. To be honest with you, it's because you don't have a scale. You weigh like 237 pounds. Like you, I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I mean, granted, you're only like what? You're 5'6", right? Or 5'7"?
Yeah, 5'6".
All right, but still, like you're like Arnold Schwarzenegger stocky.
Yeah, that's why I got to get out of here. I was just talking to my cousin earlier. I was like, yeah, I want to get out of here while I'm still moving up and about, because these people are unfortunately dropping like flies around here.
Yeah, I heard. We both heard. Me and man, we heard that there was a guy that was celled up with his son, and he died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
You know, when I was there, I remember there was two times where there was a father and a son that were in the same cell together. That's man, that's wild, man. That's like,
That's
you know,
deep, man.
So it's kind of like a society within a society. You think about that, like a father and a son together in a prison cell. Yeah, that's like a society within a society, because that's how it would be normal living out here. You a dad and a son living together. Matter of fact, I can't. I remember the face of the one guy, but I don't remember his name. And then
it's like, you know, a lot of people be saying like they only an action away from being in here. You know what I mean? Like a bad decision away.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you living like that, then yeah, of course, that's probably applicable to you. And anything is possible with like things that go on, things that happen, but you have to have a more powerful voice that says you got other options. You know, instead of just listening to that first voice that says, you know what, you should take action this type of way. So I disagree with, like, you're only an action away from being in here or whatever.
Yeah, because every day you got a choice and a chance. Every single day, you know? Like they say, your best thinking got you in there, you know? Your best thinking.
Say again?
I believe that every day you got a choice and you got a chance.
Right.
You know, and I believe our best thinking put us in them predicament. If it wasn't anger, it was, you know, emotion played a part, you know?
Right.
And
that goes back to, you know, people saying like we animals, animals are instinctive, whereas humans are thinkers. So you can choose to behave like an animal, or you can behave like a human and think rational and think it through, sensible, and things like that. I just choose to be a human and think things through. It's no different than when we was on here speaking last time, and I was saying how two different people could go up to the officer station and the officer will respond to them negatively, wanting to get a certain reaction out of the person, but it's that person's choice to react with the same negativity or to simply walk away and deal with it, whether ICI or just leave it alone completely. But that's the choice that you have, and your character is gonna dictate how you respond.
Yeah, you're right. So, how old are you now, man?
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
How old you was when you first entered the institution?
20. Well, like 5 days before my birthday, 5 days before turning 21. Yeah. So this time that they talking about that I still have and I haven't spent enough time, I already, according to most, I spent more than a lifetime. As they attribute African Americans to lifespan to only be like 20 years old and stuff like that in the environment that I come from. So it's been 2 lifetimes over a lifetime here already.
Out of curiosity, Danny, where did you grow up in? Like, if you want, you give a little bio. You kind of like open up that door when you mention that right now about the environment that you grew up in. Where did you, if you don't mind sharing with the listeners, where did you grow up at?
Yeah. The 212 in Milwaukee, where they where they was on the news saying that this was the worst of the worst part of the city. So that environment, 53212 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And like on every corner was a liquor store. Every corner was a corner store with racks and coolers for the liquor and things like that. But there's also right across or right around the corner from those places like a church on every corner too. So you had both, but of course what won out was the liquor stores and the guys standing on the block with whether it was Blazers and Cadillacs and Buicks with the rims on them and the what they used to call the fat gold chains or the bones or the herringbones, which are the flat gold chains. You got fat F-A-T and you got flat F-A-T herringbones that always caught the eye of youths like me and others in the neighborhood. So how are they getting these things this quick? And the prestige and notoriety that came with those things is what most of us
drew to
desire to get.
Yeah,
I would say.
So how was like your upbringing with the parents, like in your home?
Say again?
How was your upbringing in the home?
Well, I would say that my father was
strict, but fair, because like it wasn't like he just let me do what I want, because me, I stayed grounded. Whether it was from a bad report card or not even a bad report card, just grades not being good enough, so I had to do extra homework and stuff like that, or doing something I shouldn't have been doing in the neighborhood, I would get grounded for. But as I got older, I think he became too much of more of my friend than a person in authority. So we have to this day, we have a great relationship, but I told him that I know that he did what he could as the person he was. He wasn't saved or anything like that. He didn't have any type of faith or things like that to guide me. And his growing up was not the same, but similar. He never drank, never did drugs or anything like that. Just worked, just a hard worker. Limited schooling though, and he was just trying to raise me the best he could, But
what about mom?
She abandoned me. So I was the opposite of most of the kids in the neighborhood, where most kids' father abandoned them. I was the opposite. So I always had my father.
Was he a drinker?
He stuck around when my mom, she was a drinker, and my father did not like my father. Let me tell you, they tried to give my father liquor once. He threw up and he's never drunk again in his life. That's how that went.
Okay.
And so when he seen that my mom was a drinker, he wanted me out of that situation. So initially, he took me out of that situation forcefully, and then he simply got custody of me when it was found that, I was supposed to be in his care versus hers.
Now, was there any signs or any intuition that was telling you?
Say again?
Or what I'm trying to say is, was it anything that before leading up to your crime or arrest that one day, if I don't change what I'm doing right now, that this
That
would take?
What led to my crime?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was somebody I wasn't. That was basically the gist of that. I thought I was somebody I wasn't. And with that came a whole character, selfishness, and that was driven by, I'm untouchable.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
The thoughts of being untouchable is the slaps on the wrist that I got early on from the court system and things like that. I figure and of course no one could ever know this, if I would have had to serve 5 years younger, then I would have been I never want to do this again. You know what I mean? But as a juvenile, you go to detention, spend 2 weeks or a week or whatever, you get right out. Or you might go to the house of correction for I had weed on me or something, and get right out, get a year of probation. You know what I mean? Because these are not violent crimes or anything like that. Or get caught with a gun and you do some boys' home time or something like that for a few months and you get out. But all of these things only, with no, as I was going through those things, no type of workforce skills, or any type of academic anything going on in those places other than different type of treatments like drug and alcohol treatment or something like that, or some fast track program to get out right away. Other than that, there was no skills or critical thinking things behind those sentences. So those a week here, a month here, a few months here, they were only serving to drive that that thinking in me that, oh, this is how this always is. I'm untouchable. So now in the dealing of drugs and things like that, I'm feeling that same type of way. So when I felt the obstacle to what I was doing was in my way, I felt the same thing going on.
So leading up to the crime.
Say again?
Leading up to the crime, was you like sober mind or like influence of some type of substance?
No influence, no substance. No substance, just attitude.
Like you said earlier, like you said earlier, it was you somebody that you knew you wasn't. You're trying to be something you wasn't.
Well, untouchable. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody I wasn't, untouchable. Now, as far as the guy who they called at that time crazy and all of that, I did those things that warranted that name, but somebody I wasn't was untouchable, unstoppable. You know, nobody could do anything to me. That type of thing that I had going on in my mind was just foolish thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I appreciate your conversation because you take full accountability and responsibility, man, you know, and you know your truth.
Absolutely.
You know your truth, man.
For everything.
Yeah.
Responsibility for everything.
Did they say when you up for parole, or they just said nothing? You just have forever.
Well, I have an eligibility date, but it's so far out there. I'm dead here.
How far it is?
Say again?
How far it is?
61.
When you get 61?
No. 61.
1 minute remaining.
2061.
2061, yeah. Hey, Danny, lead us in prayer, brother. Lead us in prayer, brother, while we wrap this conversation with you and put your information out there. And actually, I got your photo too with this with your photos posted too with this episode. I kind of upgraded it a bit. But lead us in prayer, brother.
All right. Heavenly Father, I thank you, Lord God, for this time and opportunity. I thank you for the men behind this podcast, Father God, who are getting men behind bars, lives and issues out there to the world and public that need to hear them, Father God, that they are not simply prisoners or numbers, but are people with hearts, Lord God, and change lives. So, Father God, I pray that you will continue to give them the power and ability to perform this duty, Father. In the name of Jesus.
In Jesus' name, amen.
He touched me. He learned who he is, the real him. Because I told you, the streets and negative influence will have you thinking a certain way because you want to fit in, want to be helped, belong. And it's all right to be ourselves. It's all right to do the right thing. It ain't no wrong to do it. It took me a long time to figure that out because all my life I was just a type of guy that was trained, and I didn't back down for no one. I always had heart. Then I realized I'd rather for a person that love me than hate me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather for a person that love me than hate me. So I had to put away all that foolishness. I had to take away all that toxicness that I had inside of me that I believe that people love, and call upon. I'm calling my big cousin. I'm calling my brother. I'm calling. Now it's like they ain't his life no more, and they ain't looking to me for that. The AA no more, and that feel good not to be that guy. That every time someone call you, you immediately at the door, or on their side, or ready to do anything to sacrifice, just because the name that was given. Now I take full responsibility of the person I am today. And I give all praises to Yahweh, Jesus Christ. And to all the viewers out there that's in gangs, that's, want to be rappers, that being influenced by negative people, I say, if I could change, you could change. And it's all right to change. It feel good to do the right thing every day. I ain't hurting no one. I ain't misleading no one. And I ain't trying to fit in. I'm just doing God work. And it's all right to do it, So with that said, Richie, take the flow.
All right. Like I had this joke I've been thinking about doing with you. I want to do it right now.
Go ahead.
All right. Now just bear with me. All right. There's a lot when I'm at work, I think about this joke.
Okay.
So whatever I say, you just say yes or whatever. Okay. But don't take it the wrong way neither. It's just a joke.
Go ahead.
Because like how you're all into, I got to kind of explain some of it. Because you know how you're like Yeshua and Yah and Yahuwah. And, all right,
that's his name. His
okay.
His
all right,
name
so
the
okay.
Torah.
All right, so now we're gonna. That's kind of like what the joke comes into play.
No, you can't play with him that way, neither.
No, I'm not playing with him. I'm playing with you.
Okay.
I'm getting you to think about it. Okay. I'm trying to, So it's like as if we're on the phone, though. Okay, this is gonna be like a phone thing, all right?
All right. Go ahead.
Good morning, brother. How are you doing this fine morning?
All right.
Have you read your? Have you prayed to Yahuwah in the name of Yeshua this yet?
Yes.
And were you filled with the Shekinah? That's the glory of God. So you gotta say,
okay. Yes.
Yes. But brother, have you read your Masoretic text this morning?
Yes.
You know what the Masoretic text is, right? Yeah. It'd be like the Old Testament translation.
Translating to English.
And have you read your Texas Receptus this morning?
Yes.
Ah, brother. Then you are ready to go out into the day. Here's something else after that. It's a lot funnier in my head than what I'm saying to you right now. But because you're like, his name, I have, it's like, nah, I'm not saying you say you have to, but like, it's Yeshua and it's Yahuwah. And then so I'm like, I start, and then the Shekinah, you didn't know about the Shekinah though. Anyhow.
He had all names because
the Shekinah is when he had the Holy of Holies and the Lord would enter into the Holy of Holies. They'd call that the Shekinah glory, the glory of God. So when Jesus was walking in a body, he had the Shekinah glory was in a temple, just as the Shekinah glory was in the Holy of Holies, which was a temple made by hands of man, though, dedicated to God. Jesus had a body that was prepared for him, not made by hands. And our bodies are the temple of God. And he was filled with the Shekinah glory, they say. And then the Masoretic text is basically, it's the Old Testament translated into English, and or the copy that's used to translate Old Testament into English from the King James 1611, and then the Texas Receptus is the New Testament translation used by the King James to translate into English. And all the other translations uses, I don't know about the New King James though, but like the NIV and the NASB and the ESV, and they all use Alexandrian text. Suppose you ever heard of the Septuagint? The Septuagint was basically the Old Testament translated into Greek in 400 or 300 BC, but people teach that it's a hoax, and it wasn't created until after Christ. It wasn't created until like 200 or 300 AC.
Do you believe how many years you think this world been here?
Like 7,000.
That's what
average.
I believe in.
That's
what I
the
believe.
Bible.
Yeah, I believe it being here 7,000 years. That's it. They say millions and all that. See, you on the right page as me, man. Yeah, all has been lies, man. They've been giving us, and they know it though. They just want to create this illusion and make people believe in, somebody left this world and all that. Like, y'all can't go nowhere, man.
I was gonna say also this morning. I was gonna add to it that this morning I had an Uber take me to work, and the guy I was talking to, he asked me what I'm gonna be doing later on today, and I said, "Well, I'll be doing this podcast." So I told him, I said, it's about, we talk about aliens and demons, and we talk about politics, and we look at things from a Christian perspective. And I started getting into it more and more, and it's like this guy. I thought maybe he was reading scripture too in his car, like on his console, you got the little screens.
Yeah,
and it was like it's like as if he didn't know what I was talking about. He should know about that stuff. He should know that aliens are demons. He should know that it's demonic deception. He should know, and not just don't listen to a person saying it. Like I told him, I said I say we as in this podcast, but we haven't done those many episodes where you could go into an episode and you're listening to people who say they were abducted by aliens, and they call out in the name of Jesus, and the aliens, they disappear, and then they say Jesus was just a man. And so now you start, you hear people talk about, well, if they were intelligent life forms, why did they come traveling millions of light years away to tell you that Jesus was just a man? And why are they attacking the Bible? And how come they don't ever say anything about Muhammad and Buddha? Is it because there's got to be something to this Jesus? And how come they're afraid of the name of Jesus also? And how is it that they're coming through the walls? And it was always ghosts and goblin demons who come through your walls and spooks. And now it's, Aleister Crowley said they call it ghosts and whatever today, but tomorrow, he said, but tomorrow they'll call them something else. And that's what we got today. We got a demonic deception. When you read God's word, it talks about, and for that reason, he should send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie, all those who have pleasure in unrighteousness. So now think of that. God is right now with the demons and the UFO, all this UFO stuff going on. People believing that life was seeded here from another planet because evolution has been debunked. So now man's looking for another explanation as to how everything is how it is, right? Think of the people that have already died and gone to hell that hung their hats on evolution and taught evolution. Now they're dead, they're in hell, and now that it's been debunked by other people that have come along. Now the new thing is, well, we were created by other life forms, and they created life in this. Now that's when you start getting to the fallen angels and a false narrative being put out there that replaces God with them, and excludes God in entirety, and places. And then you got Satan's. Then you have Satan right there where he says, "I'll ascend to the mount of congregation, and I shall be like the Most High." Hey, Isaiah 14:12. What?
And I've been running to some people, man, like at least 10 people, man, that don't believe in God. Like they say it's not a God, and I'm trying to convince. I ain't trying to convince them, but I give them my belief, not tell them what the truth is, right? That everything is.
You ever tell them about hell when they say that?
Yeah, I tell a person this. I say, like, a lot of people might disagree with my statement, justify it, but the people that commit suicide
go to hell.
They're going to hell, though.
Job 7:15, though.
I believe they selfish people.
Hold on, but that's Job 7:15. See, because people could say, well, where does it say in the Bible you go to hell? Well, that's in the book of Job, chapter 7, verse 15. That's where it says it right there. He said, I would choose strangling, but I would not live forever. That's what he's talking about. He's going to kill himself because everything he was going through. But he said, I would choose strangling, right? Think of that. Hanging myself,
forever.
But I would not live forever. It's right there. He said he knew already that if he died, if he took his life, he would go to hell. Now, you look at Jesus when the rich man comes to him, when he says, follow me, or no, the rich man comes, he says, what I do to go to heaven? He says, well, he starts telling him all the law. You know, he's like, well, do you honor your mother and your father? And he's like, yeah. Have you ever stolen? He's like, no. And all this stuff, right. And he says, all right, well, sell everything that you have and follow me, and you should have kingdom. You should have riches in heaven. And the rich man walked away, right? So he gave him he gave him the law, right? And then he gave him grace. I've heard it like that. He gave him the law and he gave him grace. But here's the thing. You give them grace, right? Like some people, I get just frustrated to the point where it's like you give them grace by asking, are you saved? Now that's kind of hard. Anyhow, in this country, everybody's heard of Jesus. You say, are you saved? Have you ever heard of Jesus? If you ever heard of Jesus, you already know the answer to that. So are you saved? And then they don't know what that is. But then again, it could open up a door to some fruit. But when they reject it, that's when you want. Then it's kind of like, well, there's a hell. There's a hell, and if they reject hell, and it's like, well, just so you know, there's a lot of people in hell right now that rejected hell, too. So whether you believe it or not, hell exists.
But I don't understand this. This is the things I be confusing when people reject Jesus. That he was a just man, you guys. Like he was a person, like God. He was a person that just want people to do what's right, to honor his God, his Father, and honor him. Like, he wasn't no person that tell you to do something wrong or hurt someone or do this. How you don't believe in a person like that wants you to do what's right? What's wrong with that? How you don't believe in a person that wants you to do what's right, man? How you rejecting that? And then people put a stipulation on God and put him like a standard, like the Muslims believe. They said he can't be the son of God. Y'all just saying God can't do what he want to do then. God could do everything he want to do. If he want to put himself inside the man, he could do that.
You know why he did that, though? See, man was made in the image of God, right? And when Satan caused man to sin, he tainted the image of God. So God had to redeem his own image by becoming a man.
That's deep. That's deep right there. Viewers need to hear that again. One more time.
That will do what that will do. No. So
that's nice.
God made man in his image. Satan seeking to, and basically it's an attack on God with what he did. By getting man to sin, he caused God's image to be tainted. He tainted God's image through man because man was made in the image of God.
And you just gave me something. Check this out. The spirit just came. It's deep, man. Now, I just learned this. The spirit just came that back then, before Jesus brought the comfort and everything, that man ain't have no accountability. They ain't have no discernment. So when Satan, it's like this. This deep, man. Damn, good looking Richie. I needed this to continue on speaking to my brothers and sisters and all the people around the world. Now, this the thing. God made man in his image, right?
Yeah.
He told Adam, do not go on this tree. You could eat every other tree around here in the Garden of Eden. You could eat everything else. Don't touch this tree, right?
Yeah.
It was for Adam to tell Eve.
Actually, you know what? And to be honest, you know what's deep about what you just said right there?
Right here.
You see, listen, check this out.
Wait a minute. Let me
you're not
right
charged.
there.
Hold on. You're not charged. Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish this before I lose my train of thought.
Yeah.
It was his job to tell Eve not to eat a
Because the man is the head of the household.
Yeah, he ain't have the accountability, the discernment. Now I'm gonna go to that. But Adam should have had accountability and took accountability. So when God faced both of them and he asked both of them, who told you that you can see now and you was naked? Oh, Satan did. The deceiver did, right? Both of them started blaming instead of taking accountability.
It was just him. He said,
the
woman that you gave me.
And what's what she said?
She said she said the serpent.
The serpent told me to do that. Instead, he take accountability, man. That's what Jesus came down here so people can have that discernment now. Oh, that's deep, Richie. Yeah. That's why he came. Oh man,
well, no,
that's
he came.
cold.
Well, he came.
Wait a minute, he
shed
came
his
for
blood.
a lot, shed his blood.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, look.
You add that.
They
to
ain't
your
have
repertoire.
accountability. Look, them people didn't look. Adam and Eve didn't take accountability because they started blaming each other. They was blaming. You brought that woman here. No, the serpent made me do it. Yeah. They ain't look at what God told him. He should have told Eve. He should have told Eve, look, Eve, that's taking accountability. Look, Eve, God told us not to eat of that tree.
Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta reiterate though. He did tell Eve, but here's the thing.
He ain't never tell
Yes,
Eve though.
He did. I can prove to you. See, she knew.
No, because
hold on, stop. See, she knew. She knew. She said, God has said, or she's like, we're not to eat.
He just told Adam.
No, he
should have relayed that message to Eve.
Here's the thing. Yeah, well, here's the thing. When I read God's word, I thought about this. And God told Adam told Eve, but see, God didn't tell Eve. It doesn't say in Genesis that God told Eve. See, you're not charged with the sin.
What you don't know.
Hold on, you're not charged with the so you're not charged with the sin of Eve, because who sinned first? It was Eve. You're charged with the sin of Adam though,
because he didn't tell Eve.
Well, no, I would say he told Eve, but check it out.
I don't think Eve even knew.
Do you realize that you're made in the glory of God, but women's made in the glory of man?
Yeah, that's deep, man.
That's actually what it says in the New Testament.
That's deep right there, man.
Man is the glory of God. Man, God is male in sex. God is a man in sex. When I say man, I mean male, as in like gender. God created gender for man only. There's no female angels in heaven. And you think about all this stuff when they show on Christmas, for instance, they'll have, or people, they'll have little knickknacks and it's a woman angel. And that's, I'm not gonna say it's blasphemous, but it's not accurate at all. There's only males. There's only males. Except for in what God did with man when he created female. Woman, see, man comes directly from God. Man is the glory of God. Woman comes from man. Hence, woman is the glory of man. You know what's so interesting is when a man wants to be a woman, he exchanges the glory of God for the glory
of man. Oh, you gave me that knowledge.
And when women, hold on, and when women,
I needed that.
And when women want to become a man, they seek to usurp the authority of God. They seek to usurp the authority of God for the glory. Think of it like this, like okay, think of Satan. Satan wants to be like God, right? He wants to move up in glory, right? Mm-hmm. Adam, when he sinned, he fell in glory, right? Mm-hmm. When a man wants to become a woman, he downsizes in glory because he exchanges the glory of God for the glory of man.
Damn, man, never heard it like that.
Now listen to this.
Nobody never said it like that.
Now listen to this.
That's deep. That's deep. That's knowledge.
Hold on. Now listen to this.
101.
Now, when women...
Oh, that's deep.
When women want to become...
man.
Like men, it's just like say they want to upgrade in glory. They want to exchange the glory of man for the glory of God. Satan wants to exchange for the glory of God. He wants to, the glory of angels, whatever. He wants to move up in glory. I'm going to be like the Most High. He wants to be like God. He wants to move up. Women, when they want to be like men, they're moving up. You know what's so interesting? When I think of women, I think of angels. But I think of angels in respect of, like, some people will be like, angels are beautiful and all that, whatever, right? It's like there is like a unique, there's like a relation between the two. There's a relation there, and that's what I think about. Like, I think about like when we, like, men, for instance, like, especially like a virgin, or what, like it talks about in Proverbs, talk about how strange it is when a man's around a virgin, right? But men will put women on a pedestal, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, anyhow, though, when I think of, like, especially like, I don't know, I saw this photo once and it was a short guy.
I liked that analogy, man. Oh, I liked that, man.
That's all biblical, though. That's all biblical,
yeah,
right
that's
there,
deep,
too.
though, man. That was sharp, man. That
You
was
know, another thing,
that's
too.
Jews.
Hold on, another thing,
That's
too.
Jews right there.
Hold on, here's another thing, too. You see, and another thing, too, is you see, Adam wasn't fooled by the serpent, but Eve. And that's what the Apostle Paul says. He says Eve was fooled. That's why women aren't supposed to speak in the church.
They are never supposed to be preachers or pastors.
No.
Not one woman.
No.
When you hear them speaking,
women,
that's a blasphemy.
Women are not supposed to teach men.
Man, that's deep again. Ooh-wee.
And that's what the Apostle Paul says, though. Women aren't supposed to teach men. They're supposed to be quiet in the church. If they want to learn anything, they're supposed to learn from their husband. See, that's where you get the head of the household again. See, God's arrangement is as just like God is the head of Christ. Christ is the head of man. Man is the head of woman. That's what the Apostle Paul writes also. See, there's an order. There is an order here. Jesus is God. Jesus is the head of Christ. Christ is the head of man. Man is the head of woman. So anyhow, man is the head of the household. Another thing too, I'll tell you something that's so deep. For instance, check this out. Check out. Here's another thing
that's
too.
That's some Jews.
Here's another thing too.
You giving out Jews, man.
When you go to Job, when you go to the book of Job, and Satan said, all that a man has, he skin for skin, all a man has, he will give to save his life. Right? See, that's the wisdom of the world. When you read 1 Corinthians chapter whatever, it might be chapter 2 of 1 Corinthians, but it talks about the wisdom of God, right? Chapter 1 is the wisdom of God, but it talks about the wisdom of the world is foolishness with God, and the wisdom of God is foolishness to the world. Satan has the whole world under his sway. Also, it talks about in the New Testament. Here's the thing. Satan is the God of this world. Also, it says in the New Testament, everything deep that we see is the exact opposite of God.
That's deep, man.
Now, I'm going to tell you something about that when it comes to Job.
Teach you, Rick.
All right, so here's the thing about with Job. When Satan said, all that a man has, he will give to save his life, because he says skin for skin, right? Here's the thing. See, that's the wisdom of the world, which is under the sway of Satan. Now I'm going to show you how this applies to Jesus and how this is supposed to apply to us all. Jesus gave his life to save all that he had. Did you catch that?
That's deep.
See, Satan said, all that a man has, he will give to save his life, right? Jesus.
Hold on. Say that again. Come on,
okay,
now.
That's how I knew you didn't catch it.
This deep right
so
there.
Satan said, all that a man has, he will give to save his life.
Ooh-wee.
Okay, I'll give you my cars. I'll give you this podcast.
I'll give you
all
my
these
house.
cameras.
I'll give you
Just
everything.
let me live. Just let me live, right? But God's wisdom is this. I'll give my life to save all that I have. I'll take my life in exchange for all this. To spare this. Right? That's what Jesus did. Jesus gave his life to save all that he has. all that he had. When he comes back as a conqueror. This is already his. Everything's under his foot, which is why demons flee in the name of Jesus. He's the king to come. He's the king now, but the lease on earth, it hasn't ran its course yet. When Adam sinned, he forfeited his kingdom. When he forfeited his kingdom, he gave it back to Satan, who originally was king of it, and which God took from him. See, Satan was, he was head of the angels or whatever they talk about. They say, they teach in Christian theology that Satan was a king. All right, but when he sinned, God stripped him of his crown. And then God made man and gave the kingdom to man.
And man ruined it.
And then when man sinned, Satan got man to sin to take his kingdom back.
Oh, we dig. Oh, Richie, man.
Now hold on.
What's going on? Hold on. What's going on tonight, man?
Here's another thing too. There's a
Colonel
lease.
Mine, I never get it. Like Colonel Mines, they'll never follow this. They'll never, because they be deep in it and really love them. That's the only way you can understand this. But people that don't study, don't understand it, they'll be lost. They'll be like, what is they talking about?
Now hold on. Here's another thing though too. See,
damn, when I ain't never heard it like this ever in my life.
Okay, when you are
this
now.
shop, I'll never forget this.
Yeah, good.
I'm teaching
I
this
hope
to
you
everybody.
don't.
Man, I'm teaching everybody I come across.
And then and line it up.
That's sharp.
Now
That's
check
sharp right there.
Now check this out. But the thing is,
and that's scripture though.
Now when Satan, so think about, people do that to people all the time. They'll get a person to do something to take, a dude, for instance, with a chick. He might get another guy in trouble, so he goes to jail and then he takes his girl. Now think of the kingdom as a chick, or think of a chick as a kingdom. Think of man against man for a woman. Now think of a king against a king, a dethroned king
for the world.
For the world, and the woman's the world. But here's the point.
Damn,
there's a lease.
That's too much.
But he's got a lease. He's got a lease though. You know that, right?
Yeah, He can't go no far. He
No.
can't go far.
I didn't say leash. I said lease. You know what a lease is?
Oh, he just leasing it.
Yeah, it's leasing. See, so now had Jesus failed, it would have been rightfully his to keep. I'm gonna tell you something. You know how you can prove this? When Jesus is tempted, Satan says, he shows him all the kingdoms of the world. He says, I'll give this to you because it has been given to me. He says, all the kingdoms of the world have been given to me, and I give it to whoever I want. Well, let me ask you a question. Who gave it to him? Adam.
That's deep.
And then by way of Adam doing it, God had to honor it because God is righteous and holy. He can't go back. So then God had to
go void.
So God had to become a man to redeem man, which is his fault, which was his own image. Also, see, so Satan attacked God's pinnacle of creation, which when Satan got Adam to sin, not only did he, you could say, defiled man, but he defiled God.
And another thing is, damn, that's deep, Richie. Wait a minute.
So when Jesus, now hold on, Jesus already has the kingdom though, right?
He got the kingdom.
So when the lease is up, then Jesus comes back to take his kingdom.
Because he's been holding it so long.
But he's got to wait because the lease is still up. The lease is still, you can't break the lease. It'd be like an apartment. You lease it for a year. They're not supposed to kick you out. But see, Satan can only do so much too. If Satan wanted to leave hell right now, right, and all this stuff, and come on earth and make, you know how they talk about the 7-year tribulation and how Satan's going to be on earth? He couldn't. He knows he can't. You know why? Because if he did that, he'd probably break the lease. He'd probably break the lease. Because you could be in a lease for rent an apartment for a year. Your landlord can't break the lease. You could sue him, but you can't break the lease neither because your landlord could sue you then. So you got a mediator, a judge. Dang, man,
that's deep, man. So,
see, now you know Jesus
that's
is
deep, man.
You know Jesus is a prince, right? You know he's a king, but he's also a prince. And you know that Satan is a prince? He's the prince of darkness. He's the prince of the power of the air, it says. He's a prince also. Because you got kings, but you also got a king. God is king, right? And those below him that are kings are princes.
He said he was pretty mad because he made humans. And he said...
Oh, he's mad he lost his kingdom. Yeah. And not only did he lose his kingdom, but somebody became a king. God had made a king and made he lost his kingdom.
Wait a minute. He was trying to make a third heaven, right?
Who was?
Satan. He trying to go over heaven and make a third heaven, right?
No, there's 3 heavens already.
There's 3 heavens, but he was trying to conquer the third heaven, right? So he's trying to conquer the third heaven. God broke him all the way down, and he made his kingdom here.
He's not all the way down yet. See, here's the thing. You got to remember, he's the prince of the power of the air. So right now, he's in the second heaven. He got kicked out the first heaven when he sinned. Now, he's the prince of the power of the air. That's the second heaven. When he comes here, this is the third heaven. In the book of Revelation, it says, "Woe to you, inhabitants of the world, for Satan has come to you having great wrath, for he knows his time is short." The lease. He knows his time. He only got 3.5 years left on the lease. That's when he gets kicked out the second heaven. That's when he's no longer has authority over the power. And why you got these UFOs right now? The prince of the power of the air. Where are they at in the air? Now you got man-made vehicles also you got man portraying themselves as UFOs right now for a UFO deception. But also they're Luciferians. You got people that are doing stuff right now, don't even realize what's really going on. They could be flying one of those satanic vehicles right now and don't even realize Satan's behind it all. They think it's just the government and they want to control the people. But yet you got these devil worshipers that are ahead of them, that are over them, telling them to go ahead and hoax UFO sightings and landings, right? But really they think Satan's going to share his kingdom with them, but yet when they go to hell, they go into prison cells. And that's when you hear about testimonies from people who've been in hell and they have prison cells in hell. And Satan's got a fun center.
And they there forever. They soul there forever, man.
You know?
So and your body come back again like it was again, just to burn. That's deep, man. Because he gave you basic instructions before leave Earth.
Yeah.
It's called the Bible. And people disregard it. That's why they hate it so much. And so many people going against his controversy. And I ain't seen nothing in there was controversy yet.
Now,
it's like
Satan. Now, we should know Bible prophecy because Satan knows Bible prophecy. You know why he knows? You know why he knows Bible prophecy? Because he's trying to.
He was there.
No, because he's trying to stop it from happening. He's trying to stop it from happening. So I mean, how you want to learn? So that like you think about it. The first prophecy of the Messiah is in Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. "I'll put enmity between your seed and the woman, and he shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel." So he knew right away it would be a virgin birth. He knew right away that a virgin birth would occur.
He was getting everybody ready to go get him.
So before Jesus was born, religions were coming out saying that for instance, Satan had known that God was triune because the Trinity is before Jesus. And it's Father, Son, it's a dad, it's a mom, and it's a baby, right? Osiris and whatever, Egypt has a Trinity. Well, you got other religions that have trinities. I don't want to just say like Greek mythology, for instance, but you got Trinity. I mean, you could. So you got trinities throughout, like Nimrod, Semiramis, and their son, whatever, I forgot the son's name.
The tower, told everybody build the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, Nimrod. So that was a trinity.
That was a trinity. He had a baby by the Son of God.
And that was a trinity, God, the Son of God. See that? See how Satan knew? So, now I'll be honest with you. To be honest with you. Now listen to this. Now I'm going to tell you something else.
Sunday, because it came from him, Nimrod.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you something.
From the Egyptians. He the one created the Egyptians.
They created all the mystery. You didn't know that?
Yeah, I've been knew it. But I was I thought, that it was it was Nimrod that did it first because he was the wealthiest man, and everybody bowed down to him because he was the first one to discover the gold. He conquered the gold. Remember that? He conquered all the gold and have everybody building all them statues. And dang, Richie, back then though,
dude.
And they thinking these millions and millions of years.
I'm gonna tell you,
7,000
somebody
years.
check out. This was somebody I heard because this why.
Oh, this deep, Richie.
Right,
with these.
listen. I'm gonna tell you something else. You know how you got the beast and the false prophet. Well, you got shadows of the beast. Oh, for one, I'll tell you what. You go ahead. Give me that Bible real quick. I'll have you read something.
Let me see something. Oh, wait, something in you, man. Hey.
This gonna freak you out right here.
Something serious, man, going on, man.
Well, no, that's because I listen to God's word just about every day. I listen to preachers preach.
Yeah, that's deep though.
I listen to Bible studies is what I listen to. I don't just listen to preaching. I listen to Bible studies.
Like me, I don't even listen to that. I go right into the Bible. I go right into it because I'm
gonna tell you what. I heard a guy. Listen,
I ain't missing. Yeah, I ain't missing a beat yet.
I heard a preacher preach, and he read the Bible 150 times. He said he read it about 80 times, and he said, "Man, every time I read the Bible, I'll find new stuff." And he said, "Man, I thought I had this book whipped by then." And the man had an IQ of over 140.
But wait a minute, before you even start that, do you know I learned something from my grandma, right?
Okay.
I learned something from my grandma, man. It was so deep because we have a lot of, conversation about the word, right? Now, this was so deep, man, because I was reading. I kept reading, and I'm like, why was these people then listen to Noah when he said it's gonna rain for 40 nights and for 40 days and 40 nights?
You know why, right?
Yeah, know why?
Why?
It never rained before it just sprinkled.
Exactly.
That's deep, man.
Now hold on, and
I read it and read it. I kept reading it though, Richie. I kept reading. I'm like, why these people? And they said, I thought they said it never rained, but it drizzled or sprinkle, but I ain't really pay attention to that.
Through the ground.
Yeah, I just went past that. Then me and my grandma started having a conversation, and she said, "You know why? It never rained in them days, so they didn't believe them. So when it started raining, everybody was like, oh my God, everything God said was real." What you think before you start again? I got one more thing. The Big Bang said the same thing God said. It was a small particle that started self-creating itself, right? God said the same thing. Let it be light. Let it be light. Then they said it was an asteroid came down, boom, and separate the continents, right? They don't got no proof of that though. But they got the proof that it was a flood, Richie.
I know.
Why they ain't teaching us in school though, Richie, if they know the truth already though?
Because they took the Bible out of school in 1964.
Oh-wee.
And so when they took the Bible out of school, you know what ended up happening after that? The sexual revolution, war on drugs, gangs.
He started taking over. Satan started taking over.
Now check this out.
Deep, man.
Read 2 Thessalonians chapter.
Read it.
You're gonna read it. Chapter 2, read chapter 2, verse 9.
Let me see, man. Let me see what you're talking about, man. Let me take these off. Chapter 2, verse 9. The coming of the lawless, one of according to the workers of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, and with all unrighteous deception among those who perish.
Okay, stop. Here's the thing. That's about Satan right there.
Wait
that's the Antichrist right there.
Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute.
What?
They said deception to people that perish already.
No, just give it to me.
Wait a minute,
give me the book.
Rich,
Give me the
man.
book. Give me the book.
Yeah,
That's all I
all
want you to
that
get.
perish already.
Listen,
They gone. That
listen.
mean they soul still here.
No.
What you get out of that?
Okay, this why.
Or they shadows.
This why I want you to get out.
Shadows of soul.
This is what I'm trying to get my point across to you. It says the coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, the lawless one. So okay, listen, the coming of the Antichrist is according to the working of Satan with all power, right? That's one. Signs and lying wonders, right? 3 things: power, signs, and lying wonders. Now check this out.
what they mean perish though, man.
Okay. Read chapter 2, verse 4. Read verse 4.
God also hearing, bearing witness both with signs and wonders, with vicious miracles, and gifts of the Holy Spirit according to his own will.
Hold on. See, now, in the King James, all three of those are repeated, though. Signs, wonders, what I talked about with the Antichrist, is what the Antichrist is going to do. Now, you got to read the verse before that. It says, it's talking about Jesus, though. When Jesus appeared, that he confirmed everything with signs, wonders, and signs, miracles, and whatnot, right? It talks about the Antichrist in 2 Thessalonians, that he will accomplish stuff with signs and wonders. And see, he's the Antichrist. Anti means pseudo. So he's an imitation of Christ. Just like Satan. Satan was a Messiah. Did you know Satan was a Messiah? Do you know every time it says the word anointed in the Old Testament, those were Messiahs? It talks about David was a Messiah. Did you know that? He was anointed.
I heard that, yeah.
Okay, now here's the thing. Ezekiel talks about the anointed cherubim. It's talking about Satan. Satan was a Messiah. He was a type. He's an antichrist. He was a type of Christ. Because Messiah is Christ.
Messiah. Why people in Israel right now, right?
What?
The Jewish people, they said they Messiah came. He over there right now.
Oh, they're saying that right now. They're saying about
What's up with
somebody
that?
there.
They worshiping him. He doing miracles right now. What's up with that, Rich?
With all signs,
don't believe in
wonders, and
they don't believe in Jesus, Richie.
Why you got the Jesus pieces?
Look, what's going on though? Look, wait a minute.
What? You want to look up the video about the guy? Hold on. You want to look up the video about the guy?
I would like to do that. But
All
look,
right,
before
what?
I start, right?
What?
The most powerful people don't believe in him. Look, a lot of Asians don't. Look, like a lot of Asians, they believe in Buddha. The Indians believe in that. What's that one statue with the dragon and all that? Look, the Jewish people, they don't believe in Jesus. That's third of the world. Richie, you listening? Yeah. Man, that's third of the world, man. Don't believe in him, man. That's scary as hell, man. I just scared myself with that. I ain't know they don't come out like that. But you have all them countries that don't believe in Jesus, bro. And he said this in his word, though.
You ready to hear this?
Let's go, man. This deep, man. What time is it, Rich?
It's almost time to close it. Shut it down. I got 8 minutes to shut it down.
Oh, this is so deep, man. The world pay attention. Because a lot of people don't get these sites. You got to really look up these sites to get this. People they looking at everything else, everyone life instead of their life.
You know what's so silly is that if they read the Old Testament, they would find out, which is the Tanakh for them, right? They would, because that's the Tanakh is the embodiment of all the writings, of the prophets, the poetry, the Torah. So check this out. They would know that the Messiah is supposed to come as a conqueror and a sufferer. So what comes first? If he conquers first, who's causing him to suffer? And if he suffers, but see, Jesus came to suffer, and now he's going to come back to conquer. See, you had those who taught that there would be two Messiahs. There would be a Messiah that would come, and he would suffer and conquer, and another one would come and conquer. Now, they couldn't figure out which one would come first. Yeah. And Jesus came to suffer first for sins. Because think about it again. If Jesus had came to conquer first, right? Yeah. When he suffers, he's supposed to die. He's supposed to shed his blood, which is Isaiah 52 and 53. If he's already a conqueror, he's conquered everything. So who takes him by force and causes him to bleed, to die? So he had to be a sufferer first. He had to die first, and then come back and conquer, and then remain conquerors, or if that's even a word. But I'll get you right. I'll get you where you need to go.
Get your. Hey,
I'm gonna take you there right now.
Hey, I love it, man. I love it, dog. Like, yeah, man.
Now, this woman, I've seen this woman talk before. I'm tempted to listen to her. But these guys, too, they're going to talk about...
Dog, this going. I think he on his way, Rich.
I've been seeing a whole lot
those days,
about
man.
this
Yeah, I think
false
he on his
Messiah
way,
from Israel. Now, it appears he may have some bona fide miracles. If you don't know anything about the ultra-Orthodox community in Israel, let me give you guys a little just brief history, okay?
Now, according to Christian belief, the false Messiah will be arrogant, he will exalt himself as God, and he will worship military power, and he will also be a total deceiver of the nations.
I just sent a question when Christians jump out the window and, make statements like this. So,
Racine.
I've been seeing a whole lot about this false Messiah from Israel. There's been a whole lot of talk about it. There's been a whole lot of stirring up things about it. Now, I don't know all the particulars, but this is what I do know. This stuff started being stirred up a couple weeks before I went to Israel. And I went into the Western Wall, and I was around Orthodox, ultra-Orthodox, Reformed Orthodox. I heard nothing. I heard nothing of this quote-unquote false Messiah in Israel. Apparently, he allegedly has performed some miracles, yada, yada, yada. But I saw this video while I was in Israel. And I wanted to share with you guys because I think sometimes we kind of get ahead of ourselves, So if I'm on the ground somewhere and I'm not hearing about this, if I'm around people from this community and I'm not hearing about this, I just sent a question when Christians jump out the window and, make statements like this. So I'll play you guys this video, which I thought was a good take. False Messiah in Israel confirmed. That's what it's called. The channel is Will123Will.
All right, guys, today we're going to be talking about the alleged Messiah that has been spotted in Israel. He has caught the attention of many social media platforms literally within a matter of weeks. I mean, I know you guys have seen this too. Like, he is all over YouTube, all over TikTok. Everybody's making such a big deal about him. But
by the way, I was right there. I was just right there a few weeks ago. When this video came out, I was there.
Let's see if he really is who they think he is. Some Christians claim that he is the false Messiah spoken of in the book of Revelation and in the book of Daniel, while others simply think that he is of no importance and is not to be taken seriously. Now, according to Christian belief, the false Messiah will be arrogant, he will exalt himself as God, and he will worship military power, and he will also be a total deceiver of the nations.
Okay, that's according to Christian doctrine. So if you don't know anything about the Orthodox or the ultra-Orthodox community in Israel, let me give you guys a little just brief history, okay? This community is not viewed as someone that is very powerful, as someone that is very influential. They make up actually a small constituency in Israel. I think they make up about, I want to say 12 to 15%, okay? What does that mean? That means that a lot of these guys who are these ultra-Orthodox, they don't serve in the military, which means the rest of Israelis don't like them very much but they're often utilizing the welfare system in Israel. So believe it or not, the conservative arm in the government of Israel that wants to make Israeli more Jewish, that wants to make stronger borders, like typical conservative values, are actually more for giving this community welfare programs to sustain them. These people don't serve in the military. 50% of the men, at least 50% of the men, don't work. The wives hold down the finances. And their justification for not serving, because remember, every male in Israel has to serve in the military for 3 years, women for 2 years. They don't, and their way out is like, well, we read Torah and we pray, and that's our way to fight for Israel, supposedly. And then there's also an interesting overlap of some of these folks being anti-Zionist, okay? And Zionism, I know it sounds super conspiracy theory. Zionism just means you believe Israel should have a Jewish state. Just a little bit of context here. So when you're talking about a false Messiah, that's going to be military power. It's going to be influential. It's going to claim divinity. It's going to claim all, right? That is not who these folks are. They're not extremely powerful politically in Israel per se. They don't make the majority of Israelis up, like in terms of this view is the minority view amongst Israelis. Israel is about 80% Jewish. They only make up about, I think, like I said, 12 to 15%, okay? The rest of it is secular Jews. There's modern Orthodox Jews. So you think Ben Shapiro, right? We had a Shabbat dinner with a modern Orthodox Jew who, they still do Sabbath and all that kind of stuff. But he had interviewed Ben Shapiro, so that's like Dennis Prager, different pocket, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is not one and the same. Okay,
according to Judaism, which is not necessarily the same as Christianity. Well, actually, it's not the same at all. The Messiah is a future Jewish king from the David lineage who is expected to be anointed with holy anointing oil and rule the Jewish people during the Messianic age and world to come. Yeah, that's Jesus. But anyway, who is this that we're dealing with? Are we seeing the beginning of this prophecy come to pass? Well, let's try to figure out if he truly is the Christian false Messiah and the Jewish Messiah. All of the videos that I've seen of him appear to be recorded in Israel. So in my opinion, we should probably take a look at what the Jews in Israel think about him. Because if he is supposed to be the false Messiah to Christians, this would mean that the Jews of that area think that he is the actual Messiah. So again, let's begin with what people in Israel think. According to Israel Today News, we have received a lot of inquiries in recent weeks regarding reports that the Orthodox Jewish community in Israel has anointed the Messiah, which for Christians would mean a false Messiah. We say reports in quotation marks because this story appears nowhere in the Israeli media, not even...
The story appears nowhere in the Israeli media, ladies and gentlemen.
Orthodox Jewish news outlets that are almost as eager as their Christian counterparts to address this topic. Now, keep in mind, this is written from a Jewish website. It's kind of strange if indeed a consensus had been reached in the Orthodox community regarding the identity of the Messiah. Still dedicated, as we are trying to get to the bottom of this story, we reached out to the Orthodox Jewish contacts here in Jerusalem to ask what they knew. Not only had none of them heard about a messianic anointing, most were entirely unfamiliar with the young rabbi at the center of the claims, and I'm going to butcher his name, so I'm just going to let this robot say it.
Shlomo Yehuda.
So I'm not trying to be a buzzkill, but it seems like this guy doesn't really have any legitimacy on him being the false Messiah, according to Jews in Israel or according to Israeli civilians. They act like they haven't really even heard about him. But let's continue with the article. Rabbi
Shlomo Yehuda
does appear to be a genuine prodigy with the ability to recite the Torah and other religious Jewish texts by heart.
He's a prodigy. He's a rabbi prodigy. He's a younger guy. It sounds like he has a photographic memory. He could recite the Torah by heart. He could recite other Jewish literature by heart. Remember, Jews have other documents outside of just the Old Testament.
Well, that is pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. He's been doing this since he was a child, making him highly esteemed in certain Orthodox circles. This is where he got the label
Yonina.
That's also appearing in all of the Christian videos and articles. In this context, the term is in comparison to child prodigy, though it's a little outdated since
Shlomo Yehuda
is no longer a child. So he's kind of a child prodigy. He can recite the Torah, which is very impressive. So there is something to be said about him. But let's continue. Being a prodigy can lead to great popularity and fame, but it doesn't make someone a Messiah. And as we noted earlier,
Shlomo Yehuda
popularity and fame doesn't seem to extend beyond the particular stream of Orthodox Judaism to which he belongs. And the crowds that greeted him. As for the clip of him at the Western Wall, this occurred at the annual event that begins the counting of the Omer during the week of Passover. That's why the holy site was so crowded. It was not a special event to honor this rabbi. I repeat, it was not a special event to honor this man.
So the way you see this footage, you think this is happening everywhere he goes. No, this was a specific event around Passover, which was months ago, right? And there you go. The channel that did this is Will123 Will.
But if you're like me and you're on TikTok or YouTube a lot, it looks like that event was completely centered around this rabbi. Why did senior rabbis fawn over him? Well, he's a famous rabbi, again, in some circles, and is recognized as a child prodigy and even an adult prodigy. So he's a child prodigy, he memorized the entire Torah, and he is greatly respected. So, with this information being said, what do we do with it? Does this news article from Israel Today completely shut down the idea of this man not being the false Messiah? Not necessarily, but it doesn't really help his case. Personally, I don't think he is of any importance as of right now, but just because I think that doesn't mean anything.
There you have it. I've reached out to some other Israeli connects. I've reached out to Dr. Michael Brown. This is not someone that's being celebrated as their Messiah. Okay. It is a gentleman who is a prodigy. He has a great memory, so on and so forth. He doesn't fit the New Testament revelation requirements of what the Antichrist Messiah will be, military power, unifier of religions, so on and so forth. So I think this is the internet doing what the internet does. Now, it appears he may have some bona fide miracles, But that doesn't mean anything either, right? I think there's five alleged miracles. This clip is from our daily after party stream. If you enjoyed it, consider signing up for our Patreon community for only $5 a month, where you get access to the replays of our daily after party streams, as well as the
He Jew too. He Jewish too.
I don't know. He looks Jewish.
Well, they hiding something going on. Yeah, the man's name had Yah in it.
All right. Well,
this is Man.
And this is Rich.
Thank y'all for watching the Manwich
show.
Good night, you guys, and
goodbye for us. You have to say it, baby. And us and Texaco's. You wanna try, baby. I know you can. I know your heart. And you will figure out you love me now, now, now. Now, now, now. Love you now. I gotta leave you. Love me now, now, now. Now, now, now. Love you now. I gotta leave you. Figure